Well, I had chili dogs, so I'm just waiting for that to come back.
You know what? I did that. Was it last weekend when I cooked my brisket? I had made chili, and then chili had one container left over in the fridge for about 4 or 5 days, and I smoked hot dogs on the grill, and it dawned on me, I was like, chili dogs. Of like 3 great big chili dogs. Oh, was that good? But yeah, tonight I had good old toasted tomatoes. Holy, just killing.
Yeah, you're a little skippy on the audio. Oh, that camera's horrible. Let's see if I can fix that one.
My audio's a little rough.
Yeah, it's a little bit. Are you on Wi-Fi right now? Or are you tethered? You're wired?
I'm Wi-Fi because I'm just running with my phone right now.
That's what I thought. Yeah, it's skippy.
It was just because I'm standing by the bed, so I was figured out that way I'm not tethered. I'm going through parts, but I may have to switch here in a little bit. Then I'll go to the laptop.
Let's see. Trying to clear up the camera. There we go. It's not so bad. Audio, blah, blah, blah. That's all good. Mute. There, I can add. Cool. Actually, that's going to be a crappy view. I'm going to take that off. That'll be my backup view in case the one goes down. So, remove. All right. I'm good to go. Time to start ripping him down. This is actually my favorite one. And what is it? Bracer Phoenix. What a dumb name.
Oh, you start to rip apart the Pacific Rim ones?
The Jaegers?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's time. Oh. They've been, wow, yeah, I've had them built for 3 years now? 3 or 4 years, just sitting there. They all come with, the only unique part is their heads. Everything else is Lego. Like, you could replicate the entire build except for the heads. If you had the instructions, because there was nothing unique. So I sent out invites to Macro if he wanted, since he's been hanging around.
I think I noticed. I got a notification. He just started a stream.
See? Okay, so I guess he won't be answering that. That's okay.
Just when you're refiring up, the notification come across the top of my phone.
Yeah. Well, I knew it wouldn't take me long. And basically, if it gave us any more crap, I would have said, screwed it. You know, not going to fight it. If give me grief. Now, these guys weren't necessarily delicate, but you definitely had to respect, like, yes, that one part. A lot of mixel joints.
Oh, okay.
And if you weren't careful, you definitely were going to take them out. Actually, I could probably put that there. Try and give a different point of view here. without the camera spazzing out. Yeah, see, it really wants to do that depending on. I got different tricks for clearing it up. That's still kind of harsh. There we go. Almost 500 pieces, 350 to 500 for each of these Jaegers.
That's quite a bit for a small.
Yeah, they're all roughly the same size as an average Star Wars constructible figure. And the pricing wasn't bad either at the time, if I recall. I mean, none of these were expensive. I think all four, like, under $80 altogether.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I had ordered them all separately because I ordered the one, liked it, and I very quickly ordered the other three. And look at that. Two of my cameras just spazzed out. It's that kind of night. Another reason to have the third camera as a backup, just in case.
It must be a StreamYard thing, eh?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Because if I switch on any of the camera tools right now, they're all working fine. Just the way it's handling it. And it's Saturday night, too, so could be StreamYards is dealing with a lot. And everyone is streaming on Saturday night. Everyone is doing Netflix and
oh yeah,
highest usage night of the week for the internet. And I'll stay streaming as long as I can. The only real reason I add the different names to stream is just so that even if I do 2 or 3 or 4 on the same day, they just show up as different names, no confusion. If I want to track which one was doing better or if I was having issues on a particular one. Something new, StreamYards changed the ability to grab the recordings recently. So now they give you 50 hours. Before it was 14 days. So if I do a stream, you got 14 days if you want to pull down the archive of it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hey, let me say hi to some people. Hey, Mr. Blue. Mr. Blue's joined us. Vern's hanging. Hey, guys, welcome back to our second attempt at this. God bless the internet. Oh. If there was more robots in this series of Jaegers, I would have kept buying them. I love them. I just, like, the first one was the orange one. And when I built that one, oh, this is just so cool. And I was so impressed, especially compared to the Lego ones. And it's like, the only unique part was the head. And it's like, so why doesn't Lego make stuff like this? It makes me scratch my head. Or get designers who could do this for us, Ryan's in stealth mode. He's super quiet. I mean, because I'm looking to see, is his hand still moving? Because I thought, maybe he locked up.
Deep in concentration.
Well, it's like my third camera right now. My hands are barely on the screen. So if I move them just back a little more, it would look like if that was the only screen, like I'd have nothing going on.
Yeah.
And that's another consideration. Like I changed my one camera, the 3/4 angle come down on the desk just to deal with some of the lighting issues. And I just wanted a little bit better view of some of the other sets sitting on the desk. No one camera can show everything. Like I can't have one camera show behind me and show my desktop, because you see some guys, like they'll have a camera that's clearly 5 to 8 feet in front of them, in front of their desk, coming across their desk, across their face, and you can see behind them too. Well, I can't do that. I put this big board in front of me, so it's like, nope, lost that. And I did set it up for that originally, but yeah, killed that. The only way that would work is if I was taking the board up and down again. But I've actually put that, what do you call that? The caulk gun,
Yeah.
put a bead of that there to get rid of the black line where the board married to the desk. And it's like, well, that was the easiest way to get rid of that problem. But now it's semi-permanently attached to the desk. That, and I showed you before, those Home Depot clamps.
Yeah.
You get them for $1 or $2. Super strong. By the way, you want to strengthen your hands. Just do that for 10 minutes a day. Those clamps are great. Don't let your wife get them, though. She'll fix you in bed. Seriously. You'll wake up and you'll wonder why you're not having kids anymore. It's like, yeah. Just to carry you while you were sleeping. That wasn't Attack of the Ninjas in your sleep. That was something else. But yeah, just constant problems with the lights and the cameras. We get one camera, whether it's Logitech or someone else. I mean, these are all Logitechs I'm using, but we get one guy to make a cheap, affordable camera we can use for this purpose that isn't sensitive to the light refresh and won't predict that flicker wave effect.
Yeah.
They're going to make mad money with everyone who's on the internet these days streaming, because everyone, is zooming and doing all this other stuff. And some of them are encountering problems and pulling out their hair, not knowing what's going on, right? Oh, come on. There we go. Put you back. A one-arm bandit, or one-shoulder bandit right now.
Oh, God.
I remember, wow, I forgot how delicate some of the build was. Like, there's so many parts just in this one little section of the shoulder. And putting the decals on was rough. The orange one, I screwed up 2 decals, but no one will notice because they really don't know one way or the other. But all the other builds were pretty good. But yeah, they're all those clear stickers, which I'm not a fan of, but these were okay. Definitely delicate, that's for sure. But you could get, away without putting the decals on these, but this is one of those cases where the decals really help make the build look nice, especially with this one where it's very army-esque. You want those little army-looking details. Yeah. Hatch and entry here and open, all those stupid little things.
Yeah, one of those things where the fine details really...
Oh, yeah, it makes a difference because this guy would just be a big hunk of dark tan,
Yeah.
It's like, nah. Oh, these... Yeah. See, this Sluban stuff's nice, but it's not... And they're all marked. I don't know if you'll ever come across them, but they have M38 on the studs. So if you ever come across M38, it's Sluban or it's someone copying Sluban.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you ever, oh no, someone's put in fake Lego with my stuff, and you'll see a couple of them. You'll see BTZ. That's something you might find on studs. Of course, you probably have seen Mega at least once on a stud somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Tycho. I tell you, though, you find Tycho, keep them, because that's like a piece of history now, since Tycho's been gone for years. All right. I'm kind of doing this surgically. Taking off. Ooh, that whole part comes off. There we go. He's still standing. All right. The connection of some of these is crazy. They use the tiny little hose gun thing as a joint. It's like, wow, delicate. But that's something. Lego would probably never do that just because it's not the smartest way to connect stuff. But the end result was just amazing looking. I wanted to take all new photography for these, but then I'd never be done this project. This is already like almost 3 weeks of me tearing stuff apart. I'm so over it, you know.
Yeah,
But it's like I've put this off for 2+ years, where I've really needed to take some stuff down, and now it's like, yeah, I'm just cleaning house. We're gonna keep going. Then of course I'll get to a point where it's like, okay, I'm not tearing anything apart. Now what do I start with? And that'll be the big stress in my life. Like, I don't know. I got so much choice.
Well, even I'm kind of there right now because once I can place any orders whenever I want to actually place them. But it's like, okay, but what do I build? Like, you had so many options. Like, I don't know what to catch.
Oh, there's the head. Whoa! Yeah, don't lose the head, the most important part of this build.
But yeah, what a screwed up problem to have. You got so many things to build that you're just like, I don't know what to build.
Yeah. Yeah, boo-hoo. You got all that space and all those toys to build, and you don't know what to build. Boo-hoo.
Yeah. Well, I can't get over how like it wasn't that long ago that I was pretty much up. I had a backlog of probably 15 or 18 sets.
Yeah.
And I had hammered through, and I think I was down to like 2 or 3 regular sets, and I had my slave one. And then, yeah. Then this.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh. Don't break. There we go.
Because I remember when I had that, I thought that was a crazy backlog. So I remember putting pictures on Lego Canada and stuff of my everything that I had accumulated or whatever over like 6-month period.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hammered through it pretty quick.
Well, I'll tell you what'll shock you is it doesn't matter whose backlog you look at. There's always someone else who will post a picture and they'll blow you away, and it's like, oh my god. Did I just break that? I don't know. Did I? I'm not even sure. If I did, it's the cleanest break in toy history. I don't know. Can you imagine that you break a brick and you don't know if you broke it? Like, I'm pushing them back together. Let me see.
You gotta kind of flex to see if there's a crack.
Well, okay, you know how I said there's no unique parts? Oh, okay, I didn't break that. Yeah, because when I put that back. Okay. Wow, see, I don't remember. It's been so long. Huh, neat. Tell you, that's going to be tricky if it does break, though. It's a wheel flare, but it's clearly different than a standard Lego one, so that's definitely a unique pair of parts. So I guess I lied about the unique parts. But you could work around that easily enough, I think. And you can make your own head for this guy out of Lego. It just won't be the same scale or look nearly as good.
Oh, because it's like you're talking the, what do you call it, mixels or whatever?
Well, it's mixel joints, but the heads they molded and sculpted, these are like action figure heads, the quality of the detail. So you'd have to replicate it with clay if you really wanted to look like the Jaegers from the movie. Co Washington 115. Oh God. Okay, forget that. It's some dum dum on Twitch. He's trying to sell stuff. He's basically selling ways of getting more followers. And then when you get caught, the services take them off you. I'm glad the rest of the stream doesn't see that nonsense. Only I do. Almost be better off doing what Brixie did and buying advertising and get spammed everywhere.
What that?
Well, Brixie bought advertising. That's one of the ways he grew, right? I mean, advertising on YouTube. He spent money.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that wasn't natural growth.
Oh, see, he was paying for it. Yeah,
Yep.
like the way he launched, like I thought that was kind of crazy how he grew a lot of subs in a short period of time. Like,
yeah. I mean, he didn't cheat or nothing.
Well-
It was an investment.
Yeah.
It's a business model for him, and
He still put the work in.
Yeah.
He did put out lots of content. That's for sure.
and he also figured out that some of his best videos are the ones where it's the brick hauls, right?
Yeah.
People love to watch people spend stupid money, so
Huh.
um,
Mr. Beast.
so he figured it out. Because how many times can you watch him rejig a city or rejig a shelf, right?
Yeah.
And wasn't it you that told me he just rejigged the one corner of the basement?
He put up some floating, like he's got a support beam that runs across the Lego room.
Right.
So floating shelves up on support beams so he could put like smaller sets up on it. Yeah.
But see, he is going to have the same problem all of us have, running out of space, and he's either going to put sets on top of each other, stacking them cockeyed behind each other so you can't see them. I mean, we saw the basement when it was empty, and it was beautiful. And he put all those white shelves in, and that was beautiful. Set up the white tables. We're all impressed. But look how quick he filled it, right? And there's no end in sight because he doesn't collect one theme.
Yeah, he's got everything, eh?
He's got everything. And we don't really see him sell much. So he's not giving any of it up. Can you imagine if he starts a brick store? His wife's never going to see him again. I mean, you could probably dispute how much she sees him now. I tell you, though, see if she divorces him. Okay, so he's put all the bricks in the business's name. It's all under an LLC, right?
Right.
Actually, if she has a good lawyer, she'll fight for part of that business. So yeah, he'll lose that collection. It will go bye-bye because she will claim half of it.
Yeah.
At least.
Sell it and she'll take half the profit off. Mind you, I guess that's what happens. Do it, bosses.
Well, see, we don't know how much profit. We know he writes off his expenses, and that's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. And how long he can go doing that, we don't know how much he's bringing in. Granted, he does have some serious views on his videos. But other than the YouTube advertising, he has no sponsors, right? I mean, I don't know. I don't watch his stuff, but I'd never seen an actual sponsor. When you start doing the sponsors, that's when you know you're serious. Whether it's Manscaped or, toy stores in his case or whatever.
Yeah.
Some of my van lifers, like I was talking with my wife, Trent and Allie, I mean, these were van lifers who had to give up the van life because there was no tourism because of COVID. So they started building the house in the woods in Utah. Dude, they kept growing and they knew their business. And I mean, every episode they got new sponsors. I mean, and not small sponsors either. And these are guys giving them lots of money.
Yeah.
And because I used to be the one video a week, maybe 2 videos a week, and they went to doing daily vlogs. And I don't mean 5-10 minutes showing the Lego build or whatever. I mean, these are half-hour movies.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, with aerial shots with the drones of the property and, driving to and from Home Depot and lots of cuts and edits. And seriously, yeah, I was really impressed. They came a long way with their little production. They became quite the savvy little entrepreneurs. Because, like, oh my God, they squeezed another. And it's like, because they're doing ad reads. It's not like a YouTube commercial in the front or in the middle. These are ad reads they're doing. It's like,
Oh, yeah.
cha-ching, yeah, and more than one per episode. So they're definitely sold out, and that's okay. I mean, they got bills to pay and a kid coming. And oh man, that was a tough one. Ryan, I have a county western music on. Oh, country western music on TV.
Oh.
Yeah, which one, Mr. Blue? Who you listen to right now? See, now that I got Ryan on, I don't have to watch or listen to X-Files. So there won't be no do. But yeah, I'm like halfway through season 3.
My wife's upstairs watching Law and Order SVU, so it's always.
Oh, hey, did you see that that CSI Miami is coming back, eh?
Oh, really?
Yeah, new series. It looks like some of the same actors are in it. So it's like, oh my God, they're going to the well again.
Yeah.
But you know what? The networks, they know TV views are diminishing, so they're going back to what works. And they know people, whoa, I lost a leg. Thank God for the silly little tray. This thing is great, this dish board. Dish draining board. I don't know why I have such a hard time with that. Let's see, it kept the parts from scattering everywhere too. That was nice. I don't know if you saw my stream last night. There was, or earlier today, there was a thin piece from one of these Chinese sets, and it was half the thickness of a plate, but it had studs on both sides. You would have loved this for your B-wing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because it would have been great for that gap, I think. It's the perfect thickness. Definitely some stuff Lego should start copying. I would love to see someone go after Lego, go, no, you can't use this. This is ours. Get your own Lego. Nitty-gritty. I'm only 35. That's okay. You can listen to country from any age, buddy.
I turned 40 in a week.
Hey, I listen to Elvis in the car. So, I mean, there's no limits on music, man.
But there was lots of good music that you would have grew up with.
Yeah. Even my daughter, she's going back and listening to some of the old stuff.
Alan Jackson, Garth Brooks. Brooks and Dunn.
In the case of Garth, I think you pretty much got it covered. You just give him the double Garth album, and you pretty much got it covered. If it was not on there, it probably wasn't worth listening to.
A few years back, I bought a there's a Garth Brooks box set of CDs. I think it was like his 8 or 9 of his albums, but just like his stuff for like his first 6-7 years, like his CDs, like every song was good.
Well, the guy was so hot. I mean, just could do no wrong, that guy.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm still kicking myself not going. Yeah, he was in Winnipeg. Well, he's been in Winnipeg twice over the year, and didn't get to go the first time because I was too young, and the second time, just the way it worked with work and stuff,
Yeah.
I didn't end up going. My wife went, and I didn't, and I'm kicking myself. I should have went.
Oh, I almost broke a joint here. I could see where the plastic was starting to turn white. I can replace that with a Technic one if I really had to in the future. Don't know if it would be the same color. Huh. Ooh. That one tried to get away. Yeah, I remember doing these. I spent about an hour just doing stickers on each one of these Jaegers. Lots of stickers, small stickers, clear, and they're all kind of die cast, like they're almost all edge to edge. I think that's where I perfected a lot of my skill, was doing these. It's like, oh my God, there's just so much to them. But the results, they're beautiful. Okay, I need to figure out how to get that out. Mixel ball joint. Let's see. Watch me break this. Don't break. Oh, and see, it doesn't fit that tight in there because it's not Lego. Nope. Wow. Yeah, look, I made the plastic white. Don't do that. Let's see. Where's my pliers? Jaws of life now. Oh, that's not going to work either. All right, we leave it in. Can't get it out. But yeah, I stuck an axle in there and started yanking on it. Like, yeah, that ain't good. I just bent it. Turned it white. Hey, Mama Lego's back. You won a Minion set. Oh, that's cool. There's only one Minion set I want. It's that big buildable one that opens up, and I don't know if it's like a layer or their base or something. It's the only Minion set I want, just because you're building like two cool looking giant minions. I just been waiting for it to get discounted to a point where I'm willing to pay for it.
There's a Mega Blocks question for you.
Oh? Seen the Hoonigan Warthog. Oh, the big build. I saw the video the other day. I saw a video of the building of, and that was kind of cool. I still can't say that's the best one. The guy who built one a year or two ago, that's one of the better ones. I don't think the Hoonigan one is the best Warthog, but theirs is they were licensed. They were, what do you call it, contracted to make one, right? So they made a really cool life-size Warthog. But they didn't do the suspension the same way a Warthog is. No one has either, by the way. They've done it like you would do a typical car. off-roading car. But if you look at the way Warthogs are in-game, in universe, their suspension's different. No one has tried to tackle that just because it's ridiculous. But you could do it if you really wanted to. Oh my God, these pieces. So yeah, we're going to leave that in there. So Varen, do you like what you saw with the Hoonigan Warthog?
I laugh every time. Hey, Vern. I'm thinking of Ernest.
Yeah. I think it's funny they got movies out of that because remember how that all got started? That was a commercial, right? For
yeah, it was, wasn't it?
electricity or whatever. Oh, shoot! I thought I lost that. I think it was a commercial for guys who waste electricity, and then someone figured out this would be a good movie idea. And then somehow, how many movies did they make? 3, 4?
Oh, lot. The Ernest series?
Yeah.
There's probably a dozen of them.
Oh my God.
We watched the Halloween one last.
Oh wow! Really?
Yeah. It on Amazon. We were able to rent it.
Nice.
We watched. Here for me. Yep. Not really.
I hear little people.
Somebody's disappointed.
Why? Because they're not on screen?
Yeah, no. As I said, tomorrow.
Yeah, because for sure. I mean, I'll be on again. I have no doubt. This is never ending.
Nathan.
I do like the original with the Chevy small block, not the Ford. Tell you, when you watch those Hoonigan guys and some of the stuff they do, you want to watch someone who's fun on YouTube. Whistling Diesel. Crazy redneck. What he does with tractors and pickup trucks and monster trucks and funny stuff. Great content. He took Amish horse-drawn wagon wheels and put it on a Mustang. Okay? So, I mean, these are 4-foot-high wheels, wooden wheels. And he put them on the Mustang. I mean, the Mustang could barely turn. It was hilarious. He's going down the street or wherever he is in whatever state he's in, Utah or wherever. And to see this Mustang drive by, black Mustang, if I recall, with a horse-drawn wagon wheels, it's just something else. Mama's back again. I didn't catch any of that.
I said this adding parts to pick list. So
oh boy.
it's
So you got your master list on paper right now and you're keying it in?
Yeah.
And watch your colors. That's the worst thing. You get the right part in the wrong color after spending the time and money. I've done that more than once.
I wrote the bricklink part that was done, and then put the color next to the
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get any of these Mixel ball joints out. Because if I try and pull them out, they're all going to turn white. So while the Sluban was nice, it's not Lego. I mean, I've done my fair share of torquing on Lego and bent the odd piece, but this is clearly softer. The fact that it bends easier in my hands, like, yeah, that sucks. And I'm not abusive to this stuff. At least I'm trying not to be. Oh, let's see, 40 minutes for 500 pieces, roughly. That's not bad. That one came off without turning it white. That's good. I mean, that's the sad part, whether it's Lego or not. Every set, I'm just sitting there praying, please don't break. Please don't break. Mr. Blue thinks you're drawing something, Ryan.
Oh, me? No, I'm. That's. You can probably see my part list. So now that I know what I need to finish that, I've gone through and collection. Now I'm adding parts to a Bricklink pick list. And then the fun of trying to find a store that's got everything.
So you're making one master list for everything you're looking for right now, or do you have sub lists that you're keeping in Bricklink?
I've got some other stuff, but nothing that I'm really need like.
Because I've got about 4 lists in Bricklink right now.
Oh, right.
Well, I keep checking at different times to see what the price is going to be and how many stores. And right now, the number of stores to get the parts I want is still kind of ridiculous at any price. And that's the thing. Like, I'm willing to pay more per piece and reduce the shipping and reduce the number of stores. So I keep checking, every month or two. And my costs aren't going up, but I'm watching the number of stores go down. So that's good. Because I really only need like 1 to 2 parts times, I don't know, 15 sets or something like that to fix a bunch of my daughter's sets.
Yeah.
But it's the shipping on these cheap parts that's going to kill me, because there's way too many stores I got to hit. But I'm noticing that some stores are getting bigger and getting more parts, and it's like, okay, that's cool. I think I'm going to do another test fit on these smaller ones. Let's see. No, these are Sluban. 100% Lego compatible. That's Big Poopy Gamer on Twitch asking that.
Oh, you actually had somebody watching on Twitch?
Actually, my Twitch numbers have gone up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, none of these are Mega Blocks. Up here, I got Mega up here on the shelf here. Yeah, and these guys, no, the Slubans. But there's plenty. Says 2 on Twitch. Cool. Actually, I was watching I'm Bored Toys earlier on Twitch. I am so annoyed with Twitch. I don't like it. It's so gaudy, and all the gimmicks and all the extra emoticons, and
yeah, I've watched some of Jang's streams on Twitch.
Yeah,
didn't watch. I don't mind watching live streams, but I'd rather watch them on YouTube. But
Yeah. Oh no, I love his. I like his videos, but yeah, his live streams just don't. They're not for me.
like,
Okay, this looks like another good test fit.
usually, what happens if he's live streaming, I'm driving home, so I'll put it on my phone and put it in the console, and I'll just kind of listen. And I can do that.
Yeah, well, hang on. You'll listen to it?
Yeah, I'll just listen to the live stream, listen to them talk.
Okay, I think this is a Twitch raid right now. Or Big Poopy Gamer brought his buddies in. Can I see how much is in my Twitch?
I don't think I haven't really done it on Twitch. Like I used to play Clash of Clans. I do that game.
I've seen many. Barf's turd. Step on Lego meme. There's plenty of those. Lego hurts. Lego hurts.
There's guys that Clash of Clans game on Twitch. I used to watch that on there. But that's a long time ago.
Wow, I got 6 on Twitch right now. I've never owned Lego products. What is your opinion on AliExpress Star Wars? Well, okay, that's a good question here. I'm going to put this up so everyone can see it because everyone on YouTube's not seeing this. So here's your problem. The Star Wars is going to be Lepin, Lily, Mold King, whatever stuff. It's probably the older Lily or Lepin stuff. And you'll probably have like 90% a good experience, just like Lego. The instructions will be fine, and hopefully you'll have all the parts and you'll have no bent or missing parts. But you'll never be able to sell it. It'll have no value. It is a counterfeit product, and depending on the country you're in, you may have problems. If you're in France and you import that, you can be in trouble. If you're in Italy, you may never get it. If you're in Spain, you may never get it. And even if you import it, some of the places won't send you the instructions with that set when you order it from AliExpress. So you're going to have to hopefully get the PDF from them, or if you know what Lego set it's a counterfeit of, well, then you'll just go to Lego and use their instructions. Well, actually, Big Poopy Gamer, you got the same problem if you're down there in the States. If you import that set, one of those Star Wars, right? Or Star Wienars, if you import one of those, you may get it just fine, whatever. Customs opens it. They may open it, put a sticker on it saying they've inspected it and still send it to you. But now you'll be on a list. And the next one you get, maybe they'll open it again. And sooner or later, you're going to get a visit from your U.S. Customs. And you're going to get nailed for importing counterfeits. So you do have to be careful. It's not that it isn't done. It's the number, that's the number one country importing from AliExpress, but stuff is being watched. And they know who the forwarding brokers are. They know who's receiving it on the U.S. side.
Would customs actually come to your home?
Well, what they'll do is, in the case of the states, customs will, they'll contact another federal agency.
Yeah.
And you really don't want the federal government coming to your place.
Yeah. Because
you are importing counterfeit goods. Because Lego has a huge lobby in the States. And yeah, you don't want to be on the wrong side of that. So just be careful, that's all. I mean, do it if you want to save some money. Because I'll give you an example. the UCS shuttle Ryan built a little while ago, right? You built that in the last year, right?
The which? Sorry.
The UCS shuttle,
Oh, you.
the UCS Star Wars, the big white shuttle.
Oh no, I don't have it.
Oh, you don't have it? Okay.
No,
So the big Tidarium shuttle, the UCS one, if you were to buy it, it's probably like $1,000 US now, right? Well, you can get it for about 150 US shipped if you can still find it. And it's a 5 or 6 year old set off alley, so it's going to be a Lely or a Leppen set, and it's not going to be the best bricks at this point. The guys who are still around, Mold King, those guys, their stuff's pretty top notch. But if you're getting that particular set, like the UCS shuttle, that's going to be a 5 or 6 year old set. It's going to have old instructions. It's been sitting for a while. Who knows what kind of plastic it was made with? It's not going to be the best experience. You're not going to be able to resell it. And assuming you do get into the country, you can do it, get it for a big savings, 100, 150 US, not bad. And you can keep doing that. But the first time you notice customs went into your package and you still got it, stop. Do not order anymore from AliExpress because you'll be on a watch list. I guarantee it. If they've opened it and they let it go through, I guarantee you're on a watch list in the States when it comes to that counterfeit stuff. And then sooner or later, they will get you. There's some countries I know, like the Philippines and a few others, they either can't get Lego or it's just stupid expensive, more than what we think of when we think expensive. And so those are the names they have to deal with. Oh man, my app closed. I need to see if this is proper again. Photos. I mean, right now I'm looking at old Lely first order TIE fighter that I still have assembled because I intend to make artwork with it from the time when I would compare the real one to the fake one. And I was about to add it to the teardown list, but it's like, no, actually, I'm turning that into art. So I'm going to be melting and bending and doing some neat stuff with that one of these days. I've been promising that for 2 years now. Another procrastination project.
Yeah.
This one, Bracer Phoenix.
I got this. Eventually, I want to place an order on eBay for some of those acrylic stands. Eventually.
You know what I'm trying to get from eBay? The Mega Blocks, and it's Mega Blocks, so it won't be great, Smurfs. I'm trying to find Papa Smurf's house and maybe something with Smurfette. Just something that I think really represents the line. I don't want it all or anything like that, but I want 1 or 2 key sets.
See, I didn't know that Mega had done Smurfs.
I know, and there's a lot of people, I think, if they had a chance, would have tried it.
So like, how long ago did they do that?
I think in 2010.
Really?
I'd have to go back and double check my records. But yeah, I tripped over this about a year ago, and I've been trying to get my hands on some of it. But yeah. And it's not going to be great. And it's kind of going to be like the G.I. Joe sets I bought where, it's a handful of big pieces and it makes the build and that's it. And it's just a nostalgia thing. I mean, I love Smurfs, right? I grew up on it.
Yeah, exactly. Same here.
I have no expectation they're going to be great. They're going to be horrible.
It's just one of those things, like, again, like, Mega Bloks did a horrible job of marketing their products in countries. Like, we didn't even know anything about it. Like, back then.
Well, back then, they were just a Canadian company, too.
Yeah, like, back then, Mega Bloks, I think of as the great big, like, the big bricks. Like, the ones that I don't know what I mean. They would have been like 8
The
inches.
the baby blocks. That's what I call them. Yep.
Yeah, that's
Well,
what.
and they've kept that name for that purpose. I saw that in the store that the Mega Bloks name is not dead. When Mattel flipped it to Mega Constructs, what they did was so Mega Constructs was a name that Mega Bloks already owned. It was actually a name of a particular set or a theme. And then what they did was they rebranded the company under Mega Constructs, and then they took the old Mega Bloks name and they've made that the Kitty Blocks.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can still find stuff. But yeah, that company's been plagued with horrible management and planning and distribution problems, and no one's been happy. Let's see. Rivals asking, "Are you flipping the Smurf sets?" No, 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 no. If I can get them, I'll build them. I'll do a review, do live streams with them. But it's because I want one or two. It's all part of the all bricks count thing. And the unfortunate part is because of the age and when they were made by Mega, they're going to be horrible. Those bricks by Mega back then were as bad as the worst copyright cloners or copy cloners, from 5 or 10 years ago. So it's not going to be great.
And they're just hard to find.
And they're hard to find.
The guy Mega Block, TMNT Party Wagon. I want to go with the Technodrome, and like I don't even see it. Last I looked, I didn't even see it on eBay, which is scary because when it does come on there, it'll be stupid price.
Yeah. Don't know if this guy. This is the red one here. Can't remember his name. I'm going to look it up. He is the most delicate of the four. Let's see. Checking my Google. It's pretty sad now where I'm not even using my snups to look up my sets. I mean, I'm going to update, but I'm not using my snups. I'm using my Google Photos. Because remember last year when the last big problem was snups.
Yeah.
When it came back online, I spent the next 5 days taking every photo I can, every entry, and duplicating it in Google Photos for this potential problem of snups going down again or being miserable to work with.
Well, and here's the thing. I can get things now about Amazon photos. Do you get that?
I used Amazon Photos like 3 times and I took the app off.
They keep advertising it to me to trial it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, this guy's Saber Athena. Okay. I can't crap on the Amazon one. I just didn't like it. I do like the Google Photos one, and because now I'm slowly moving more and more into the Google thing. Plus, it just works for me. YouTube, Google Photos, Blogger, all this stuff. It's all one big homogenous environment, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it just works. I just kind of gave in to the Google thing. I mean, I still got an iPhone and stuff. I'm not getting a Google Pixel anytime soon, but
You're doing the Google.
yeah, I mean, I like my iPhone and everything else is Google. As a big block guy, what's your opinion on Bandai stuff like Gundam? Oh, dude, if I could afford it and had space, I'd have Gundam medals everywhere. Yeah, I mean, my daughter's got a Gundam. I built a Lego. Well, not a Lego. What's it? Super 18K.
He needs
4,000 piece set, 3,000 piece set, stands 24 inches tall. Love that Gundam, but it was brutal to build. Hey, Ty, how you doing?
That thing was cool looking, folks.
Still cool, and I'm debating if I'm going to touch the DTOF. I haven't really taken anything out of the DTOF, where the Gundam is, where Voltron is, where the remember Devastator?
No.
Oh no! Oh boy. Hang on a second.
I don't know if you've seen
You've
that.
never seen my Devastator?
I'm not sure what that is.
Transformers, the yellow Constructicons that form a big robot?
Yeah.
I built one out of bricks. It's trying to think. Enlighten. They make it. I'll show you. Hang on a sec. Hopefully it won't break as I move it. It's super fragile.
I don't know if I ever saw that.
I still got a treat. Let's see. Let's see. So he stands taller. That's just not too bad there.
Huh.
So, yeah. So this you don't remember me building this, eh?
Oh, I don't think I ever saw that one.
Okay, so this was interesting. It came in 6 or 7 box sets. Now, if you're familiar with this from the Transformers, though, the original Devastator is made up of 6 Constructicons that form one big super robot. And it was, I think, one of the first for the North American cartoons Transformers to do that. So it was kind of cool. Now, what they did was they kind of made the 7. A lot of the purple stuff is kind of one separate vehicle. It's the way they were able to manage the accessories for the set. But you had 7 little boxes you could buy in stores in China or wherever. And you bought each one of these kind of little Lego sets, and it built different, construction machines.
Yeah.
But that's what it was. It was construction machines and not necessarily little robots. But you can take each one of these construction trucks and bulldozers and whatever, form them all together, and they form this big Devastator robot, which was super cool. There was 2 or 3 different versions of this out there, vastly different. This one's yellow. There's one that was more green than yellow. It's probably a superior build, but I didn't like the head because it used a lot of molded pieces. Everything here is a brick, except for the hands. That's kind of a unique mold as far as I know. But everything else was a brick. So I kind of like this build. He is fragile. He's delicate. He barely stands. This is the first time in 3 years I think I've touched him. I would love to buy an actual Takara or Tomy Devastator or one of the new third-party knockoffs because they're actually superior to first-party now. You can get a lot more die-cast metal in them these days. But here, I'll even put this full screen for a sec here. Let's see. But yeah, he's great. But the color scheme, but for what he was, and at the time was great. And it took a long time to build because first you're building all the individual construction vehicles, the cement mixer, the dump truck, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then it's like, okay, now you got to cobble them together. You're basically unbuilding half of it. That was kind of brutal.
Yeah.
So unlike a real transformer where you would have taken a vehicle, maybe bend them twice or whatever, and then they would stick together as the big monster thing. You were doing a lot of messing around to make this all work. But yeah, it's kind of cool. I wasn't sure what I was going to do with it. Thing is, if I tear him down, then it's probably a for sure I'll end up tearing down Gundam or tearing down the big Voltron. But frankly, it's like, let's say I build the, because I got the big Apollo rocket thing, right? Well, that's a meter long. And I either build it in sections and put it in the regular cabinets, or I build it as one big rocket, meter tall, and stick it in DTOF, which pretty much means Gundam's got to come out.
Well, and you open up, you start tearing them apart, and you're probably you'll end up taking the backs apart. Your doggo mats probably.
Yeah, I mean, there's some stuff I wasn't going to touch, but it's like, yeah, the more I mess around, boy, I'm so afraid of this guy now. Yeah, well, no, he's fragile. I mean, he is fragile. There's no two ways about it. I'll leave him there for now. Hopefully, he doesn't tip over.
Smash. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, we're going to do this guy next. I'm just going to copy and paste the name here. Copy. Banners. Edit this. Save. There we go. And I might as well name the bag now. I know this will fit because we basically put the biggest in this size bag, so I know I can do the rest in these mediums. And I can, there we go, back to 4. But yeah, a lot of people haven't seen that Devastator. Yeah, I got to decide about that Prime, though. So that Optimus Prime compared to that Devastator, the Prime would stand about 4 inches taller, maybe 5.
Oh, yeah.
And, I mean, I think he's 2,800 to 3,000 parts. Oh, I might need to go get some more Sharpies.
So one thing I noticed, you see that?
Hang on. Okay.
Valley Village sticker.
Oh,
for. So whoever I bought it from, he got that for $40.
good deal, eh?
Yeah.
Oh my
Even
goodness.
me, like it was still an awesome deal for me. Yeah.
No, I haven't been that lucky with Value Village at all, but you got to remember where I live. There's so much competition.
I've honestly, like, if he did pick this up in Brandon, I'm shocked. Like, my wife goes there quite often, and she'll tell me if she sees it going. Very rarely is it anything worth even looking at. But like, yeah, if I'd seen that, I just would. My jaw would have dropped.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'd be like that guy in the IKEA commercial, or the lady, start the car. No, that's a great deal. And you said it wasn't missing much.
Well, yes. So it's on the wanted list now. I got 22 unique items. And
Oh, let's go back to the comments. I'm missing all these comments here.
30.
Hey, Lego and things.
35 parts and a figure.
How many parts?
35 total parts, 22 unique items.
Wow.
That's not bad for what is this? Almost 1,200 pieces. Like that ain't bad. And like I said, uh, it has 9 bags. 5 of them are still sealed.
Sorry about that. My wife was telling me she's going to shoot me. Well, she was going bang bang. She's trying to get my attention. She's watching whatever's on the W network. I don't know why she's not watching her silly show. This is such a weird and unique orange. If I was missing even a single part, I would have been screwed.
Holy crap! I can get everything. I'm gonna be placing an order. Totally honest. I can get everything from one store for $27. So
Oh wow.
I'll like even if I'm overpaying on some of this stuff, like
Well, this is what I was saying, right? Like I'm juggling stuff around until the point where I can get it from one store or 2 stores. Better than 6, 7, 8 stores because the shipping is what's
I'll
going to
have
kill
it.
me.
So I'll have it complete for
Thank you.
$120.
Oh wow.
Whenever I do my eBay order, I just need to get a sticker sheet and I'll get it with my what what do you call
I
it?
need to get a sticker sheet for the TIE fighter I took apart. I had one sticker out of 4 that was beat up, and I didn't even notice it. $15 for a real sheet. I got to see if I can do better than that.
So, and I won't even bother trying to find a real one, especially for this set. I bet you it'd be expensive. But
Look it up. You'll be surprised. Every time you make a Bricklink order,
yeah,
look in the same store and look at sticker sheets. Chances are, even if you don't need them, you'll find good deals sometimes because a lot of them are undervalued.
okay.
And oh yeah, I got a lot of sticker sheets for sets I don't have just because it's like, oh, look at this stuff was cheap. Why not? Um, you never know. And I've traded sticker sheets before with people. It's been great.
The
Admittedly, I don't have a good list of them. I got folders of them, and that's kind of the problem. I need to actually sit down with them. Fortunately, all the Lego sheets have numbers on them, so you can usually figure out what set it goes to, or you can just type it in Google and reasonably figure it out.
yeah, the so on the front you got those circle for the turrets. So the light gray piece, the what do you
Yeah,
call it?
the cup or the bowl part of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's okay.
yeah. To get it in the color you want, sometimes yeah, it's really expensive.
This guy wants $7 for it. I was
Yeah.
missing. I had one. It was missing the other one front. But you know what? Like even whatever. Like if I can get it all in one store and shipping once, I don't think it's worth trying to. I'll have to go back and just double check on it, a couple other stores, unless I can get almost everything for yeah.
Hey Ty, what sticker sheet are you looking for Star Wars? I'm hoping you don't say a UCS one because, admittedly, pretty much all of them are expensive for UCS ones.
And if that's the case, look at an aftermarket one.
Yeah, and the UCS ones are generally easy to find aftermarket.
That one I got for like you could check out my how much. Yeah,
How much was it?
um, I think that was like $6,
Nice.
and I got that with a few others, and then eBay had a coupon at the time too, so I got like 3 sticker sheets shipped for like I think it was under $20.
So that's what I gotta do. Start taking advantage of that.
Now,
You out of here, Mr. Blue? Have a good one.
see you, Mr. Blue. But yeah, if he checks out my review, this is my latest video. Like the quality of the stickers, good. Like,
I mean, for the most part, I've done pretty good with the aftermarket stickers when I've needed them. There's been one or two where the ink would bleed if you weren't careful.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like, I think I'll just stick to this guy in Australia.
Yeah. No, he's good.
Look at.
Was that the one I turned you on to, or?
I don't know. This is the one's called. His store name's called Zach Puri.
I don't know if that's the same guy. There was one guy I dealt with a few times. He had to change because he got pinched.
Oh,
Well, because you're copying Legos stickers, so they went after him. So he just changed his business name, but now I don't know if I remember what he's going by now.
This is our new Pinot Noir. Never heard of it. It's gonna make a huge splash, and we're the first.
that's probably ordered from them.
Oh, remember that part earlier? I was worried if I had split it.
Yeah.
So I got the same part in orange. Yeah, it's two separate pieces. Okay, that's good. It's like, there we go. I seriously thought I ruined that part earlier. It's like, no. You know, last night I completely forgot about Hive Stream.
Yeah.
Like beforehand, I thought, okay, I'm going to be up anyway. I'll continue on his. And it's like, I didn't give it too much of a second thought. It's like, damn.
I just realized too, though, that story. They didn't have the minifigure though. It dawned on me. I would still need to get the minifigure.
Oh, and
So
yeah,
just for the 35 parts.
yeah.
But yeah.
You've already committed the order?
No.
Oh.
No, I'm not that fast. I have to hum and haw about this for a long time.
Well, that's the thing. Some of my lists are years old at this point. I know I've got 4 lists at least still sitting in Bricklink, which was one of the reasons I was upset when they temporarily banned me, right?
Oh,
Because
yeah.
it was like, dude, you know, you're not letting me shop. And it's like, I got all these lists. I still haven't committed some of the orders. Wow, some of these connections were so fragile. Like, yeah, I mean, Lego will never sell anything quite like the closest to this. Lego Ideas Exosuit. Are you familiar with that one?
Exosuit.
Yeah, I can't remember the number, but if you were to do a lookup, Lego Ideas Exosuit, nice little set. I think original retail was probably 50 or $60. That build was nice, but super fragile. Trying to get these. There we go. Yeah, these bricks are definitely a little bit softer than Lego. If you're not careful, you're going to make them all white. Which is funny because the modern Sluban stuff like that Playday Expressions, the bricks are hard. Really hard.
Yeah.
So they've definitely changed something. It's a solo movie set. Where? Oh, sorry, I have to go back up. The Imperial Conveyex Transport. 75217. That sounds about right. That train. I didn't like the actual set, but I saw a lot of guys who bought a bunch of them and then made it better and made a decent mock out of it. Oh, the sticker sheet. Okay, I don't have one for that for sure. I know I don't have extras for that. I'm not even 100% sure I've got that in my collection. I know it's not built. Let's see. If I go back. Right now, Snups is working. 7521. Oh, I spoke too soon. I thought it was working. How about in Google Photos? Give me copy, paste, enter. Okay, so the same one, close that. Okay. Oh, don't do that. Don't do it. No. Too many clicks. 7521. Doesn't look like it. I got the Kessel Run Falcon, which is 212, 216. Snoke's Throne Room. Oh my god, I can't believe I got that. The Imperial AT Hauler. Oh, I got that one through cheap. 219, 215 was Cloud Rider. 210, Motox, Land Speeder. I got like everything but that one. Don't have it. Huh. I'm 90% positive I don't have it. So I probably don't have the sticker sheet either then. Because one of the things I do is get extras for the sets I got, right? That's what I'm big on. If I buy a set, I would go around and grab the sheets for the sets I need and good deals on other ones that I don't. Let's say they're flat, they're lightweight. And for some guys, they don't sell at all, so you can get good deals on them. Like some guys will sell you the manuals cheap, but the problem is you add a lot of weight to your shipment to get manuals. So it's a real coin toss if it's worth the trouble. When people generally know they can get manuals online, although I hate working off of those.
So anywhere from 20.
Ty's got a good question. Depending on your policy, it's just going to have blanket coverage, which means you're just going to get a blanket amount that covers everything, which, depending on the value of your collection, you're never going to recoup. Now, if you're really serious about it, you talk to your policy holder, and they'll give you specialized instructions on how to document each purchase, between receipts, photography, video, whatever. Problem is appraisals. Most of the insurance companies will want appraisals too. It won't be enough that you can say, oh, Bricklink has this or that. talk to your broker, see what they say. Your mileage will vary, but the more you can do to document what you got, the better. But in many cases, the value will be the original retail, maybe, and if you have anything that's vintage, you're going to lose.
Yeah, isn't that sad that they don't stick to, like, if I need to replace this, how much it costs?
Yeah. And they'll go, well, oh no, that was a battle pack and that was $15 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, but it's this and that on Bricklink. Well, what's your appraised value? Well, I didn't get it appraised. Oh, sorry. Nope. I mean, it's not that they're behind the times, but it's very hard with insurance companies to give you coverage on stuff. I mean, it's hard enough with real art collections and say real vintage cars that have significant value, but you got $100,000 or $50,000 invested in your Lego collection and you think it's still worth that and you want coverage, and it can be really dicey, especially depending on where you are in the country.
Yeah.
And what it is you're getting coverage for. Is it theft? Is it weather damage? Theft is easier than weather damage in some areas because some areas have a lot of rain or a lot of moisture or a lot of cold. Can you imagine people trying to get their insurance policies to cover cracks on torsos because of cold?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck with that one.
You think it's bad when you got to decide if you're going to get your windshield covered on your insurance because you're afraid your insurance is going to go up. It's like, no, actually, that box set I had, it turned out it must have been exposed to cold because all the figures were cracked. Yeah, it was new sealed when I opened it, but yeah, good luck. That's a good question, Ty, though. Theft and fire, and that's pretty reasonable, I think. You might get a rider added to your insurance just for your brick toys, but I guarantee you that if the coverage is any good, your hobby is going to become much more of a pain in the butt because you will be keeping every receipt. And of course, will the online receipts be enough because you're doing a lot of your purchases online, no doubt. But yeah, you'll be documenting everything.
And I never kept any receipts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys have the same problem who have the comics and trading cards. They've got a lifetime invested in some of their collections. If it's not appraised, what's actually going to get covered by your homeowner's insurance or whatever is going to make you cry.
But, well, it's like a $5 comic book. That's how much. We've got a collectible store that just opened in town, and I went and talked to him. He finally opened. It's he's had all the signage and stuff up for a couple months, but it just hasn't been open.
Okay.
And I went out 2 Sundays ago. I had to go to the clinic or pharmacy or whatever. Drove by and I was like, open something. Okay, sweet. I'm stopping there on the way home.
Nice.
So I pulled in and all kinds of stuff, like action figures and like big, comic books, trading cards. He's got some kind of big miniatures. Like he had like an Ewok there that stood probably like 2 feet tall, 3 feet tall, stuff like that.
Nice. Take it easy, Mama Lego. Have a good night.
What else he had? He had some like original like TMNT action figures and like some vehicles. He had the party wagon. So I was telling him, I says, I have that at home too. And I told him, I said, I have the box.
Oh, nice.
Kind of boasting about it anyway, but he got talking about the reason why told him I'd been watching and waiting because I wanted to come and see the place. And he said he couldn't get insurance because there's another collectible store in town. Apparently, they got broken into.
Oh.
He couldn't get insurance. Suddenly, insurance company didn't want to insure a business like that.
Yeah.
He had to go out of province. Finally, found a company out of province that would insure him.
Wow.
I'm not bringing my collection, like my stuff, in, and chance losing it all. Like, but he's like buying and selling stuff, but yeah, he's like, yeah, keep stopping back. Well, it's like every time you come in, there's going to be new stuff. Like, but he said
That's something else, eh? He
he'd
couldn't
only,
open up, or he could, and it's a risk. I mean,
well, yeah, like I would take that.
he wouldn't have had contents coverage.
Yeah, he said they'd been open a week at that point. He'd been open just for a week, and he said he'd already had calls, like probably about 8 or 9 people inquiring about working there.
Yeah.
And
Ty's got another good question. I check this out. With the Browns and Burgundies, he's worried about building with them. I've read the same thing too. And I've recommended using the warm water to get certain parts apart and stuff. So there's some value to it. Lukewarm, not boiling, lukewarm. But as a method of building, like, it's too much. It really is. I think that's too much. And even if you could use that method to assemble a set, I would be worried what it's going to do once that set cools off now.
Yeah.
Because if that piece was going to give you grief before you do that process, you build the set after warming it up. When it's cooled off and that plastic memory kicks in,
it'll just crack.
you're going to have, it's either going to crack on you or it's going to crack on you when you eventually take it apart. 2 years, 5 years, 10 years down the road. And I recommend everyone take every set apart after 2 to 3 years just because of plastic memory issues. Yeah, those colors are brutal. I mean, I got one piece here. I'm going to go back to either the UCS Anakin's Starfighter or the Jedi Cruiser and see which one I'd broke this piece on and put this in there because this one's perfect. This is not a glued piece. I rebuilt one that I shattered into 4, taking it apart. But plastic memory is a problem for all colors, not just those 2. It'll catch up to you sooner or later. All you can do is do your best to not be brutal with your parts.
Yeah.
Watch the cold or hot and cold changes, drastic changes, right?
I bought the UCS Sandcrawler used.
Yeah.
It was assembled when I bought it, and within a couple months, I did strip it down. I was nervous. I didn't break any pieces.
Oh, nothing. You broke nothing on that set?
I didn't break a thing. Yeah.
We see ya. Big eyeball on the screen.
Yeah. But yeah.
Fee, fi, fo, fum.
From 2014.
Yeah.
2014. This toy.
Which one? Let's see. Oh yeah, Mario. Awesome.
Luigi.
Wait, Luigi. Sorry. Yeah. I realized right away it was the green one.
He's finding Happy Meal toys.
Big Mario one, but nothing.
Also, Ty 7662, the MTT. Yeah, all that whole set. See, you're going to have the same worries that I had taken apart those 2 I just mentioned. I knew I was going to have issues, and sure enough, I did. Build it, enjoy it. There's almost nothing there that you won't be able to replace if you really had to. And just because you've seen a lot of people on Facebook, that's still a very small amount of people. It's not like every piece and every batch was like that. It's just that there's definitely some that are noticeable. I've broken pieces in every color. I've had shatters, hot and cold, could be sunlight on the used, in the case of some of the used stuff. There's so many ways. And plus, you don't know what was done to a sealed box before you got it. I bought one from Drugtown. 2 melted parts and a sticker sheet that the stickers have basically slid right off. It clearly was near a source of heat at some point. You don't know. It's a sealed set.
Yeah.
So don't live in fear. You've already got that set, so build it, enjoy it, see what happens. But for every, one of us that has a problem with the color, 10 of us don't. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. And if you build it and you screw up, come back, give me hell. Fine. And you got 2 of them, eh? Well, there you go. So you got a backup. What are the odds you'll have the same broken pieces in both? Yeah, I shouldn't do that. It's just going to make you upset. You can only build one out of the 2 sets. But I'm sure you'll be okay. I mean, I was just trying to envision you trying to build with that process. So, I wouldn't even use boiling water, just warm running water, as long as it's not scalding. And, I mean, you could try it, but now you're really screwing with the Lego experience. That's not how I'd want to build. You could open up every bag, toss all the colors of issue in, give it a couple of minutes treatment, but yeah, I tell you, with my experience, and I've broken plenty. You guys have seen me do it in the last couple of weeks. I still wouldn't do that. So I have a hot plate and tongs. Oh no. I tell you, you do it, it's going to make a great video. If you do this, you should record it for sure. Oh. Back in the day, Ty, when I ran Xbox Scene, I made a video showing how I soldered Executor chip or an Exodus chip. I can't remember which mod chip it was, using a coat hanger. Now, keep in mind, this would be back in, it wasn't VHS. It was one of those small little videotape formats. $1,000 camera. And when I was done with the video, everyone was shocked. Like, how'd you do it? Well, you can't really do it. It was kind of smoke and mirrors. You can't solder with a coat hanger. It looked like it. Had flux, and I put some flashing on it. And did everything, But no. Yeah, I got image. How about a hibachi and a pot and some boiling water? That's going to look great on video. It is a soup with all these brown colors. Okay, guys, we're going to soften up the plastic so they don't break. Nice rolling boil. Oh my goodness. Now see, if I was doing that video, the first thing I'm going to do is not use an HD camera. I'm going to use one of low quality because I'm going to use some sacrificial bricks. I'll go get some non-Lego. Ideally, not ones that have the dimples in them, but something that has no branding on it. Because, with a low definition camera, no one's going to tell. I make the video showing that's done, and then, hey, look, the final product, it's perfect, blah, blah, blah. See, nothing's broken. And then you watch all the dum-dums who try and do what you just sort of did. I mean, I remember all the people who were putting their iPhones in the microwave to fix a certain problem. And I know the first guy who did it, it was a goof. And he got a lot of views. So a bunch of other people were doing it to get a lot of views. But then other people were doing that to their phones, trying to fix their problems. It's like, oh my God. So many gullible people out there.
So easy to do. All you do is cut it away, and have a second phone.
Yeah. Hey, that's not to say some of the videos I made weren't real, because I did. I also dragged my Xbox behind my buddy's car. That was totally real. That was to prove a point. So I had a sponsor who sent me his particular mod chip. That one was an Exodus ice chip. And pretty sure it was the ice chip. And this was a no solder chip. The idea being is you take your Xbox apart, you take this guy's chip that has 4 prongs, and you fit it ever so carefully where he tells you with instructions, and it put it in these 4 little holes. They're called vias on the motherboard of the Xbox. Then you screw it down, and the idea is it makes proper contact, and voila, you now got a working mod chip with no solder. Now, everyone would say, oh, this was a bad idea, because as soon as you would whack an Xbox, like you bump it on your TV console, whatever, the chip would get dislodged, because other guys had done it, and that's pretty much what had happened. So these guys said, no, ours is good. And to prove how good this guy's chip was, I installed it all in one take, long-ass video too. Very quickly. I had already prepared the Xbox a little bit by having the shell would come off. Put the chip in, and in one take had my buddy with the camera follow. And then we used network cable. So took it out of my place, took it up to the parking lot outside my place, and we tied it with network cable to the back of his car. I put a piece of paper over his license plate so it would say HS Demons, which was my online name at the time, because at the time we weren't showing our identities, right? And he got in the car, and I'd grabbed the camera. So we still did this whole thing as one take. And then he drove away, and all you saw was the Xbox bouncing behind his car. He wasn't driving fast, 5K, but it was enough to show the vibrations. He stopped, picked up the Xbox. We switched, holding the camera again, went back downstairs into my place, plugged it in, turned it on, showed the lights came on, showed the screen, and it was perfect. Then I got cocky. I picked it up again, and I dropped it on the floor, hooked it up, and it turned on. And then one more time, picked it up, dropped it, and then I kicked it on the floor, and it hit the wall. And when I picked it up, still in one take. This was 45 minutes, this whole thing.
Yeah.
And went back to the TV, plugged it back in, didn't come back on. I killed something in it. But we didn't show that because that was way over the top. So we cut off that last segment, and we just showed everything else. And it was brilliant. It was so much fun to make that video. But people were expecting that from me, that I was going to do crazy stuff. And I had done first the soldering with a stove, and it was a stove, by the way, stove top with a coat hanger. And the smart guys knew it was bullshit, and the dumb guys thought it was funny. But yeah, dragging the Xbox behind the car, still to this day, one of my favorite videos I've ever made. Got it somewhere too. But yeah, dumb people will do dumb things. You show them, they will try it for sure. Yeah, that was his. So that was his Acura TSX or something back in 2001. So I would have been 2002. We did that, I think, or 2003. I gave up the Xbox stuff in 2006. I think it was 2002, 2003. But yeah, we had so much fun making those videos back then. And I was sponsored. The chips were free. I was given a free Xbox to work on at the time too. And then I can't remember how many free chips I had, and I gave some away, and the rest I kept and sold. It was really dirty though back then. The whole mod chip scene, very dirty. Like you really couldn't trust anyone's reviews because everyone was being either paid off or gifted lots of stuff. That's the thing. Like anyone who was doing a mod chip review back in the Xbox, the original Xbox days, you were being gifted a lot of chips in the back end. My partner was getting 100 chips. I was only getting like 10. And you figure, depending on the chip could be worth anywhere from 20 to $100. So you can see that there was some good money back in the mod chip days. I miss it though. That when I soldered my first Xbox, it was horrible too, eh? Executor chip. I think it was an executor chip. And because I had other people do it in the scene, even though I was running the site, I had other people do it who had skills, but I was learning. And, I had the chip and I flashed it myself, took my Xbox apart. Well, back then you had to take part of your BIOS, you were lifting part and you were doing a little edits and putting it back in and then using the executor code on top. And but I was so nervous to take what was then $600 Canadian Xbox, right? Because that's what the new one cost. Took it apart. I had lots of burning software because, of course, the whole idea is can you play a copy game when you're done, right?
Yeah.
And I took what was the most rare game I could find online through, nefarious means. And so I had what was a burned copy. And then we're sitting there for hours and hours trying to get this thing to boot. And even if I could get it to boot, I couldn't get it to boot the burned copy. And it turns out that everything I had done was right. It turns out that the particular reader at the time was super finicky. And you needed the perfect combination of how well you soldered and modified your board, which wasn't hard now that I know what I'm doing, right? But it wasn't actually hard. You weren't modifying the DVD drive at the time, but you didn't have to know exactly how to prep the disk and how to burn it 100% so the machine would recognize it. And once I had that perfect combination, I was like, yeah, I did it 4 a.m. I'd already driven my friends home at that point because we had given up. But I'd already spent time and money on this, and I was worried I was frying my machine. Once I drove them home, came back, tried it a few more times. It's changed some settings in the software I was using. I think it was Fireburner at the time. Dating myself there because that stuff doesn't exist anymore. And when I got that going, it's like, wow, yeah. Success. And then, of course, within 48 hours, I had every game on the market. Once I knew how to do it, dude, I literally had stacks of DVDs like this. It was crazy. Ty's asking, I'm tearing them down just for storage. These are not for sale. I have stuff for sale that I flip and stuff. And I got a corner with clearance items that are going into storage. And at some point, those are for flips and sale. I have no intention of selling these. But, I got manuals, I got the parts. And I know, like, for the handful where I have busted apart here or there, I know exactly what I've done. They're marked. So if I ever wanted to, I could. If I ever die, my wife has all the information. She knows how to access it. My buddy knows how to access it. So, yeah, they could clean up. Not that I see a lot of people wanting these, but yeah, the Lego ones for sure. Yeah, this is just so I can put it away in nice bins. I mean, I could do what other people do and put these in larger bags, not even break them down, put them away, but that's just take up too much space. I mean, some sets don't take up much less space when I bag them. but the way I can cram them together is much better. I'm tearing, yeah. So the reason I've been doing this for 2.5, 3 weeks now is because for 2 years I haven't broken down a single set, and my cabinets in my living room just crammed. And now there's actually, some room here. Let's see. So you see how empty that white cabinet is now? I mean, that thing was crammed full. And so, I mean, even the bottom of it now is relatively empty. This is what I've been doing for the last 2 weeks. Let's see if I can fix my setup. Come on. That should fix. There we go. But yeah, that's why I'm breaking down Ziploc City. And if I do a good job of bagging them, so I don't want this to be airtight and not move completely. I want them to shift around because when they're in the bin, see, I'm going to have them flat like that. And then they're very space efficient. But if they're super full, like when I do the big ones and they're monstrously full, there's a lot of waste space. Cool. Fix that, fix that. Oh, that one's going to be next one up on deck. But I am going to visit the little soldier's room. I'll be right back. Shazam.
Hey.
But yeah, that one cabinet's looking nice and thinned out now. And now, of course, it's like, now that I don't have so much in there, it's like, now I can see the glass needs to be cleaned. And they're not airtight, so it's not like there wasn't any dust going on there, but they're very good for keeping the dust out. So if you open up the doors, you see like a little dust would get in on the side and a little at the center where the two doors meet. Not a big deal. Much, much easier to keep clean. I got my first detop cabinets a month or two ago. I really like them. The square one's not sure how IKEA makes any money on them. It's 60 US, but I'm not complaining. The bigger ones, I feel like the wood frames get in the way. Sure. Well, one of the reasons we got the big ones was because someday not going to want them. Plus, they're actually really nice pieces. Like so, these ones here, the two big white ones, these are Leotorps, and the other ones we bought are Leotorps too. Love them, but they're 400. Actually, now they're 500 Canadian. Before they were 400 when we bought these. Very expensive, but it's a nice cabinet. Get a couple of wood shelves, and then you get glass ones halfway between each, so you get like 6 shelving spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. You could put almost any. Like I had the Millennium Falcon UCS in there, so it was perfect, right? It's a great cabinet. You can't put everything in there though. Can't put the Star Destroyer in there because it's only 18 inches deep, something like that. But what are you doing?
And this is what it's going to look like when I actually have
So you put on a little white makeup with it, and then that's cool.
I had to see
More white makeup.
more.
Yeah.
Um,
No, dude's gotta be pale.
yeah, the original Gomez was not that pale.
Honestly, from the neck up, I would do more pale. Take a look.
Anything paler?
My daughter's trying to do Adam's Family Gomez.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So she's got the costume. She's working on
I
makeup.
don't have gel, so I just use curl cream, but it's just to give the illusion.
Sorry?
Because I can't get rid of my long hair. So
Well, no, you ponytail, you slick it back, ponytail, and you could probably just use grease to make your hair black.
I can be Gomez with a mullet. Gomez just slick right in.
No, I don't want you to look like a Jethro. I don't want you to look like a Jethro, but like a redneck with a mullet. A redneck Adams Family. Oh, if anyone could pull it off, it'd be my daughter. Okay, so which Sluban set is this one now? Why do I gotta keep typing it in? Oh my goodness. Guardian or Gypsy? I guess a Guardian. Yeah, I'm right. All right, Guardian Bravo. This one's super cool because, of course, he's got the whip. But he had really, really fragile arms. Like, oh. Come on. Oh, hey. Take this off. Copy banners. Paste. Save. Post. Well, I'm getting really good at that. I got my DTOFs for 30 US a piece. Got 6 for my bigger stuff. I ran into the holy grail of displays. I was driving behind a bunch of stores around 6 months ago and behind Dick's Sporting Goods with 6 glass displays from the floor. Oh boy. That's the thing. When you could find the retail display cabinets or something, one of my buddies, you know what he got? And I thought it was brilliant. And it looks great in his place. He's got the butcher glass cabinets, for the deli. And you would think it'd be horrible, but it's such a great way to display because it's got the shelves, it's got an angle to it, it's got lights already. And it's like, oh, it looks so slick. He showed me the photos.
Well,
Plus, it's only so tall. He can put stuff on top of it as long as he doesn't hit the top of the glass too hard. Yeah, retail cabinets are great. Actually, if you go to store suppliers or restaurant suppliers, you'd be surprised what you can pick up, and it's not as expensive as you might think.
see that collectibles place, like he had a crap ton of glass display cases, like big stand-up ones. Then he had a lot of the type ones you'd see in like a jewelry store.
Yeah.
He had a big kind of U-shaped around was his where he would stand and talk to you. So his main, I would say that's like his main display, or what he will set up as his main display. Probably
In Yorkdale, I walked by one of the jewelry places, and I just sat there and I was eyeing the cabinets. And me and my daughter are walking. I go, "That would look so great with Lego." And that's the thing. Everything comes down to Lego for me. It's like, oh, that would look great. I mean, we can get great deals when, especially when businesses go out of business, right? Like, go in there and look at their cabinets. As long as you can get it away quickly, because usually that's the thing. You can get great deals when businesses are going out, but you got to be able to haul it out of there too.
Yeah.
They're not going to give you any help. They're not going to help you get it to the parking lot. Usually, it's like, yeah, you got to be able to move and move quickly. And I've missed a few deals because I don't have a pickup truck. I got an SUV, and I thought, oh man, I can't do this. This particular thing won't break down enough. And it's like, that's funny. I put the Lego piece. I put the Lego separator in there. I'll go, where's my Lego separator? It's in there with the rest of the orange pieces. Jesus. I mean, which isn't horrible. It's not like I don't have more. And this one's pretty beat up from last night's stuff, but Jesus, come on. All right. Try that again. I grabbed them one at a time crossover. I don't have a truck either. Yeah. I've definitely lost out on a couple deals because I just wasn't motivated enough to try and get the cabinets. And here in Toronto, you'll find people all the time who will list they'll say, hey, it's free, come pick it up. Bring a truck, bring some muscle, because we're not helping you. It's like, oh man, time of day is bad. And in those cases, they'll usually say first one gets it. Like they won't usually say, oh, they'll hold it. I know me and my friend tried to get one cabinet one time, and by the time he got there, nope. They'd already given away someone else who was willing to come faster.
Yeah.
And I get it because I'm the same way. Like I've told my wife, she wants to take stuff to Value Village or whatever. I go, no, I want it in the garbage. I want it gone. I don't want to wait because we're the worst at, oh, we'll take something to Value Village and 3 months later it's still here. I got stuff in my kitchen above my kitchen cabinets, so all kinds of stuff we don't use. And my wife keeps, when COVID hit, it was like, oh, we'll take it, but when things get better. Well, things didn't get better, so when are we going to take it? Come on. There's always an excuse to not take it. It's like, come on, I'm sick and tired of this. Cabinet or ping pong tables, yeah. That's funny. So, buddy at work. Glass cabinets, like me, right? And then it's not that his hobbies and ideas were changing, but I guess for the limited space he had in his basement, he thought he could still have a pool table. So his entire basement is lined with these glass cabinets. And he's got his fair share of detox too. And then one day he tells me, yeah, I got myself a pool table. I go, and you put it where? And he says, in his basement. I go, oh, bullshit. He goes, yeah, I got it. And he showed me. It's like, I mean, it's impossible to play pool on it because he's got 2 sections of it where you got to use those angle poles. I can see my camera's going apeshit right now. You got to use those angle poles to take an angle shot, and it's like you can't play pool like that. It's horrible. And sure enough, 3 weeks later, he smashed 2 of his cabinets. Forgot where he was and took that shot, and sure enough, took out the glass in his cabinet. Oops. Now he just keeps the pool table because he's he put a tabletop on it and he's building on it, and that's great. But you can't use it as a pool table. You want to use it as a biggest Lego City surface. That's fine. But he thought he was going to use it for gaming. And it's like, nah, you're not playing pool on that, buddy.
No.
You don't have enough room.
Well, order placed.
Oh, you committed.
I
Well,
got it down.
Ty sending pictures.
Got it
Nice.
down to $4, but I still need the fig. But I messaged somebody that said you know that I don't know how you pronounce her name. Is it Keeman?
Yeah, she's here. Yeah, here in Toronto. Yeah.
She
Me? Does that sound right?
if I try to pronounce it, I would pronounce it Cumin Yi or
something like that. Yeah, I don't have it in front of me, but yeah.
I'm butchering it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But she had that Geonosis fig a while back, but it was right before we went to Alberta for vacation.
Okay.
I had my like $1,100 repair bill for my truck.
Yeah, I remember that.
And literally, like it happened right. I had messaged her, and then I took my truck in. And that kind of snowballed, and I messaged her back. I was like, I just can't.
Oh,
It's like whatever. It would have ended cost me $30-some or whatever it was. I think. I was like, I better not. I'll pass. And she's like, well, I'm pretty sure I'll probably have a double. If you end up needing one, I'll probably be able to hook you up. And so I thought, you know what? I'll just message her. So she's going to check in the morning and see if she's got it. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Nice when you make connections with people.
Well, yeah, once you build that first or second connection with them, then they trust you and they know everything's going to go well. Yeah.
Well, when you've done a purchase, because I bought the, which one was it? It was the Mos Eisley Cantina set that had the dewback from like 2013.
Okay.
I think roughly. But she had it for a really good price there a while back, so I bought it off her. And then I almost bought a figure, so hopefully. Any luck.
Let's see. Ty sent. Oh, and very nice. Oh, and there's his pool table, and he's using it as a big surface right now.
Oh, is he building on it?
Well, he's showing me his, he's got stuff all over, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's got 6 DTOS side by side. He's put all the nice UCS sets on top of it that don't fit inside. The B-Wing, the TIE Fighters, etc.
Yeah.
And then down on the one side, you can see these glass cabinets, the retail ones. Yeah, those are nice. It's got an IKEA cube, looks like a 2x8 on its side with the Falcon on it. Very nice setup. Sooner or later, dude, you're giving up the pool table, though.
Yeah.
You're gonna want something else there.
Well,
trust me, I know.
I've been contemplating, and it's like, well, I'm maybe taking a break from Lego because now I see those that arcade one up makes pinball tables. Like,
Oh. But I mean, what do they do with it that makes it worth bothering with?
The pinball. So
pinball table. Oh, okay. I thought you said pool tables.
Oh no, it's a pinball.
So pinball. Okay, yeah.
But it's like it's not a, what do you call it?
Oh man.
It's basically on a screen, but they got like motion sensors in it, and like you can nudge the table, and you can see like it makes even. It's such a mirror image. It looks real, and like it'll make the gates like move and stuff if you bump the table. Like it's crazy.
Really?
Those are so cool. But they're also like $800.
Oh.
Mind you, they come with more. Like they're not. It's not just one. Like they've got Mind you, they're all pinball.
These parts are so tough.
They
I'm
got
trying to get two of these. I don't know if the camera shows it. I can't get these apart. They're brutal. It's a thicker version of the wrench. If it was like a Lego wrench, it'd be easy, but no. The one part that's super hard in the Sluban stuff. Are you kidding me?
somewhere in my collection because I know I come across. I tried to strip it apart, and it's kind of like a Lego wrench, and it's pushed inside another Lego piece, and it will not out. Like not a freaking chance. I've tried and tried, and I've come across it more than once, and I've tried. No, it's like permanently stuck in there.
Oh, let's see. I've noticed something here. So these trans clear pieces, yeah, over time they've cracked.
Oh, really?
Yep. Well, they were stiff to put together, and I may not have noticed at the time, but I'm looking at them now.
They cracked when you pushed them together.
Probably, yeah. You know what? I won't even take any more apart. Which is, and I don't know if Lego makes that in trans blue, so I might be screwed on that. I'm not too worried about it.
Did you see David Hall's video today at all?
What, the one where he's sorry or he hasn't been telling us something?
Oh, so you didn't watch it though?
I did.
Oh, he did. Yeah. So
yeah. I mean, I was very clickbaity.
Yeah. I assumed that he wasn't gonna finish Geonosis, but so he's got a Lego reached out and he's done a mock or whatever or diorama for Lego. So
yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing that. He's a incredible builder. So.
Oh yeah, but I didn't like the one he had this summer at the show was horrible.
Oh well, it's not done.
Yeah, but it's not great to look at, that big orange thing. Yeah, that's. I'm not impressed.
It's.
Nothing's going to be like Kashyyyk. I mean, Kashyyyk was something.
Yeah.
And I've not liked anything since, really, because it's like, Mandalore was okay, but it was all it's big boxes, big gray boxes.
Kashyyyk was good, and oh god, what's the one from Rogue One? What do they call that?
Oh, the white one.
No, I'm talking from Rogue.
Oh no, Rogue One.
Where do they go to get the Death Star plans? What's the name of that planet? It's killing.
Yeah, I can't remember now.
Tower and the radar dish.
Oh. Yeah. The big tower. Yep, I know. Okay, so I know which one. Yeah, and that was good.
It's on the tip of my tongue. That was a good mock. I really. Yeah. Oh crap.
And I didn't mind the big white one with the red salt, whatever, underneath, and that was okay.
He did some, like, he put more or less like a midi scale Falcon, because you know how they kind of so he made it so it showed. Remember when the Falcon's going through they flew it through the terrain or whatever, made it so. Yeah, there was quite a few neat things in it. It wasn't just a frickin' flat surface with a wall. Like he put a lot of stuff into it. That one took him a long time though. I think he built for a year.
Yeah, that sounds right.
But that Rich Boy Jay, like, God, he's finally done that one. But Star Killer, but he probably worked close to 2 years on it.
It's really great when you work at a Lego store, you don't have a girlfriend. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, he definitely doesn't have some of the expenses that we have or concerns. But yeah, I mean, hey, he's dedicated, that's for sure.
Sure, and I lost interest. I was following it, and I lost interest. It started getting kind of boring. But
I can't follow any of their big projects anymore. They're too big.
Yeah.
It takes too long. It's too much time. I don't need 15-minute updates every week. I just don't got that time anymore.
Yeah. But like the finish when they showed it at the convention, they did like the walk around. That was incredible.
Yeah.
that one. That was really cool.
Ty's talking about fish tanks as displays. They're awesome, but dude, I mean, if you get a big one, they're so heavy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's same problem. Take a bit of space and
I know plenty of guys who've done, large 200-gallon, 100-gallon tanks. Do their whole mock in there, drop it in, and it's great. Dust-free environment if you do it upright. Come on. Was this on autofocus? I guess it is. Oh, I didn't know that.
that takes more.
Oh, that was bad. Pieces going flying.
I really need to build this.
Take his head off. Oh my god, every little section is brutal.
I really want to build that, but at the same time, I'm scared.
Oh, nice. How many pieces is that set?
2,976.
3,000 pieces.
But like
Wow.
said, but it's mega blocks. It's not even mega constructs.
I know. And whatever year that came out, it's like, it's not one of the better years.
Yeah.
It's going to be something.
Well, 2016.
2016. Okay, so you got a chance.
Yeah. Like, wait, but we have a chance.
You got a chance. Because it was a weird transition time to 15, 16, as different lines were getting rebranded and some of them didn't. And yeah.
But like so I'm looking at that now, the interior and stuff, and God, that's so now. When I do a comparison and dig out the original toy, and I because that's very, very similar to the guts of the original.
I'm going to see if I could show this on this camera zoomed in. Will it zoom in on it? Probably not enough. Yeah, this trans clear blue. Yeah, they crack everywhere. This one, I just took this 1x1 tile, and I could see, yeah, this stuff's not great.
Now I got the set numbers of the other stuff on the back. So there's Party Wagon, and then it's got the what is that, Krang's suit or whatever?
Yeah, the big body thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can collect them all.
Well, maybe not now.
Yeah.
I like being married and not have my wife angry with me for spending too much money. Although I gotta admit, she came through. She got me a set at Toys R Us. That'll be new bricks probably next week.
Oh.
Yeah, it was nice and cheap too.
My wife's hinting she got me something for my big B-Day too. So.
Oh, so she's taking care of you already for your birthday. Nice.
It's big. It's big 4-0. So.
Ooh.
Yeah. got me very curious because I was teaching her about her track record for getting me gifts.
Well, you'll probably have to make sure you don't buy anything so you don't screw up her gift for you.
Well, yeah, exactly. But yeah, she's got me really curious because I originally we talked and I asked Nathan. He can figure it out. He knows what I own.
No, my wife won't play that game. Nope.
Well, yeah, she'd have to go to look in your storage units.
Yeah, and she's gonna have to look at the apps and do all this stuff, and it's like, screw it, forget it.
Yeah, gift card.
Yep. Yeah, Ty, mine won't buy me any either. It's okay. Of course, now she buys her own. Or she buys what I tell her to buy. Like I ask her, pick this up for me. You're going out. Go to Dufferin Mall. Hook me up.
Huh?
Well, she's done stuff for me before like that. As long as I give her everything she needs to know, she can pick up. I told her it's a deal too. Said otherwise I'm going to have to go out when you come home because I knew she was going to have the car for a while. It's a good thing I did have her go out because she took an extra 2.5 hours. So she forgot. She said she was going to come home, bring me a drink. It's like she was 2.5 hours late.
Where I watching? Is it on Facebook?
Say that again?
Where is Ty watching?
Oh, he's on Facebook. Yeah. Oh, you can't see the chat right now, I guess, eh?
No. I had YouTube open, just muted, but
Okay, yeah. And of course, if it's YouTube, you won't see the merged chat. Yeah, it was very weird because, I mean, at one point there was 6 guys on Twitch.
Oh, bitch, yeah.
Yeah, that was very weird. I figured guys were playing games, and then when they stopped playing games together, they came over. Because it felt like a raid. That or the one guy's got a lot of accounts and he was trolling. Whatever.
Yeah. I'm going to go and check on the kiddos here. I'll be right back.
Sure thing. Oh, no? Well, I'm on YouTube Live right now, so I'm on all 3. And they also have checks. Tried to switch. Check it again. Here, let me double check. Use the phone because it's independent. And go to your channel. Oh, no. Yeah, we're there. Yeah, those trans-clear blue pieces for this set that made up the saber and 1 or 2 1x1 tiles. Yeah, they all have stress cracks in them. Could have been there the whole time, though, since I built them. Because I'd have to go back and look at the live. I'm pretty sure I built those on live streams. I'd have to see if I had, what was my experience on the live stream. The only live streams I've ever taken down were ones that had excessive swearing or other content that I felt I shouldn't leave up. Pretty much don't take anything down if I can help it. Oh my God, these are so tight. Ah. There we go. Ty's T1000. He's back. Another one of those Sluban 2-plate high bricks. Very weird. Keeping everything for posterity. Yeah, well, I mean, I got no real reason to delete it. I could. A lot of people don't keep any of their live streams, but it's not a big deal. Boy, some of these are definitely different than Lego. No little grooved edges on some of the parts.
It's an 18+ stream now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Apple juice again?
Yeah. My poor man's beer. You ever have PBR?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's not bad. Yeah. Last time I bought beer, I like drinking Club. Club in Ontario.
So what was that about Club?
Do you have Club beer in Ontario?
I think so. I'm not the biggest beer drinker, and if I am drinking it by choice, it'll be Rickards Red.
Oh yeah, that's good too. I wanted to buy a case of Club. I went to the vendor. They were right out of Club. They said that somebody had come in that morning. They figured it was for a wedding, bought 60 cases of Club.
Wow.
I was like, you freaking serious? Holy crap. 60 cases. So, okay, I'll get PBR.
Ty, I've heard that too about the lightsabers. I mean, some people are going to be interested in. I got that silly little yellow box one, the little Yoda saber. And ever since we got that, everyone's been all over the map on full-size sabers and stuff. And I guess there's people going to want them for sure. I mean, I would prefer Han Solo's blaster or Stormtrooper blaster first.
Oh, sorry.
But I don't know. If they start giving us these lightsabers, I'm going to have to make certain decisions like, okay, this is going to be another Star Wars thing I won't touch. Like, I'm already grabbing the helmets, and I assume there'll be plenty of nice ones coming around the corner. And it's like, I can't collect everything. Now, the sabers shouldn't be big, but then you also want to be able to display them nice. If they come with their own stand, that's great, but then you can't stack them. Are you going to wall mount the sabers? I don't know. Some of the stuff's more headache than it's worth. But I'm on board with the helmets as long as they stay cool.
Yeah, the helmets, well, at least the Star Wars helmets, that's I'm going to stick with them. The superhero ones, I really have any. Not my.
The only one I even think I might partially want is the blue Batman one.
I was going to say, I bet you it'll be vintage Batman.
Yeah. I don't want the black one, even though it'd be cool with some of my big Batman sets, but I don't want the big Batman one.
You know what? The big Batman one, I don't remember if actually I think that one I did went as far as I placed the order, and the reason was because it was like 30% off.
Yeah.
I placed the order, had buyer's remorse, and canceled it like an hour later.
Because once you buy that, and it's like, so where do you draw the line?
Yeah.
Because I know I can't buy them all.
Droid UCS sets. I didn't do the Dio one. That's not. I just don't like it. I've got all the other ones.
Oh, it's that. Oh, okay. So he's asking about the droid. You know what? I like almost all the sculpture sets because okay, when it comes to Star Wars, X-wings, Tie fighters, Falcons, Boba Fett ships, I'll buy them all. I'll eat it all. AT-ATs, I got almost everything. Actually, when it comes to the walkers, yeah, almost everything. And I want the UCS one. I'm committed to it. But a lot of the other ships, I could take it or leave it now. I'm not a completist anymore. And the play sets, figure if the figures are good, okay. But the sculpture, or what I call the sculpture builds, Yoda, the Child, D0, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I love all that kind of stuff. The Yoda, of course, I got. Not Yoda. What is it? The newest R2D2's up here. I like all that sculptured stuff. Bring it on. I'm probably gonna buy a Chinese one. Probably is a ripoff though, but of that droid from one of the video games that goes on the player's back. Can't remember the name of it, but the mock is wicked looking. Ooh, that's a nice set.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna be sweat. You're gonna sweat when you build that.
I know. Well, and again, but yeah, like you said, because it's unless I go back and try and reverse bag it, it's going to be one of those things. It's going to be parts all over the spare bed, and I'm going to be up and down, up and down.
Well, do you have TV stands? TV dinner stands?
No, we haven't for quite a few years now.
Okay, because do you remember when I had the blue wall set up? When I had the blue wall set up, I would use 2 TV stands beside me, and then my little trays. I could put 5 more trays just on that beside me,
Oh,
and and it really expanded my sorting area for some of those big sets. When I did the, I think when I did the Death Star, part of me doing the Death Star, I had done like that, and it really comes in handy. My buddy had bought me 2 TV stands once upon a time because we pretty much live in the living room anyway. And he goes, well, we don't have enough table space, so I bought me 2 TV stands.
yeah.
D0 was cheap. I bought it for 30 and moved on.
I never saw.
Oh, pool table's great, but then, you can't, like a lot of pool tables are kind of, depending on how it's built, you can't sit under it with your knees. It's great for standing, of course. City builders love it. The height is great.
Ty's asked me if I had a pool table.
You squeeze one in there.
Yeah.
That's when you'll test the marriage. She comes home and sees the pool table. What's that? It's for the Lego. What? Well, all those IKEA tables, you add them up. It's cheaper than the pool table.
Yeah.
And you know what? A used pool table probably is too.
I'm glad I finally got these posters up on the wall.
Well, they look so nice the way you got them.
It's too bad now that the way I changed the room, now no one gets to see them. Unless I figure out a way with cameras, set up cameras different.
Well, I mean, it was a big deal when I changed my layout, so I would start. It's funny. The conversation came up, like my wife was saying, well, if you change this, then this and that. And I go, you do realize if I do what you just said, I have to start using the green screen again.
Oh.
And she goes, oh.
Oh.
She forgets. It wasn't that well, it was a year ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she forgets that, that green screen, that was a pain. It worked and I made it work well, but it was a real pain because I blocked access to the kitchen from one way. You had to go all the way around. It's like, they forget. The green screen's in the closet. I can pull it out, 12 by 12. Real easy.
No, Ty, I guess I'll try and show them what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I love that poster.
So I got reprints of the original movie posters. Empire and Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, see, I love the original posters. I don't like any of the reworks or anything. The original posters are the best.
So I got, for the longest time, I had those, and I was just waiting for a sale on frames. While they had, of course, what was it? It was buy one get one free. So now I'm still sitting on a frame.
Oh,
And actually, I could put one more in here, but it would have to go behind the door, so I'd only be able to see it when I shut the door when I'm in here. But
do you have the poster that comes with the the gunship?
No,
No.
no.
I mean, it's
And,
not a great poster or anything, but
and
it's
in
something.
kicker is it's got to be 24 by 36 posters. That's frame. So
Yeah.
trying to decide. I'm gonna get, I think, one of the, prequel poster.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure which one.
Oh,
Might
well,
get.
dude, you gotta get the one. There's a poster that's got Anakin, in the desert, and his shadow is Vader.
Oh, right.
That's a beautiful poster.
I thought of maybe getting the Phantom Menace one, because then you got Darth Maul in the
You do
background.
have Darth Maul. It's definitely cool.
It looks really cool.
But
Or
I remember when everyone saw that one poster with the kid Anakin, blonde hair, and you see that long shadow that's clearly Vader, and it's like, oh yeah, Star Wars is back,
yeah.
and everyone was just rabid for it.
Fix that. There we go. Yeah, I want to get or the Revenge of the Sith one. I'm having trouble finding that one.
Revenge of the Sith, yeah.
It like the company that I got these ones from. Yeah, they don't have it. I can get Phantom Menace and I get Attack of the Clones, but not Revenge of the Sith. Weird. I can get them from another company, but I don't really. I know the quality of these ones.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I want to try a different one.
Well, that's a pain. Don't do that.
We're still a pain in the butt. I did not realize I'd end up having to try and trim the edges to get them to fit.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
that definitely sucked.
And it was funny because like Nathan's room, so Nathan has they're not the movie, like original movie posters in his room, but like they're movie posters for episode 7, 8, 9.
Right.
Room is themed Star Wars. So they're just the ones that you'd find in Walmart or whatever. So he's got 3 movie posters up there. But they were easy when I put them in, they just fit right in, and I put the backing on, like they fit perfect. These did even though they're not perfect. You look really close, you can see a little bit of ripple here and there.
Sure.
But I had to trim. Yeah, all around pretty much.
Well, I mean, with the reproductions, it's probably best that you had it because you could trim it down.
Yeah.
Things happen when they get shipped or whatever, and damages can happen. And if it's oversized, then it can be cut down to remove the damaged parts.
Yeah, that's true. It was a good thing I had a good sharp utility knife anyway. Trim it. I just took a straight edge, or somewhat of a straight edge, and went to work.
I mean, that's my hardest problem, is finding a long enough straight edge to do anything significant size.
Well, no, just it like I didn't have to take a lot, but it was just enough to make so it would fit down. Because it was, on the ride up in the frame.
Come on. Oh, yes.
Silver figs sometime. You should try silver figs sometime. What silver?
Oh, yeah. I'll send him
Oh, is that what he showed you? Is
the
that?
silver. Yeah. He knows a jeweler guy who's been doing some Lego related stuff. And, they're awesome. But, dude, you better have deeper pockets than me.
Well, Ty, if you want, you can reach out on Facebook if you want. Send me a friend request. It's
Yep.
Brian. I'm on Lego Collect. I don't know if any of the group sites are on. I'm admin on Lego Club Canada.
Yeah, that's probably the fastest way to find a clickable
Yeah.
thing to reach out on.
Then you could fire me on Messenger. Take a look.
That is so odd. I'll show you part of this build that I long since forgot about here. I'll just take off everything else so it's not. Okay. I'm going to use this one because that one should have auto zoom. So if I do that, we'll make it big. Okay. Let's see if it zooms on that at all. There you go. So take a look at, this is part of the build from 3 years ago. How weird is that? And it's in a tube, and that's the way it is because the other leg is the same way.
So how did that little bite piece?
I know. I'm like what? So okay, so I take 2 studs out of there. And that's what that looks like.
So
and let's see.
Oh well.
Oh, that is so weird. Okay, so it's almost a lightsaber hilt, but it's not. It's a little different. It doesn't have the 4 little edges on it.
So it has just enough friction to fit inside.
Yeah, that end fits in the tube with plenty of friction to be in there. Actually, it's really tough to put it back in.
Yeah. I was looking at that. I was like, how in the heck did that stay?
And that was an important part of that build. I just remembered it. It's like, oh my God. Now I got to do the other leg because it's actually in there and it's holding these pieces in.
Yeah, because I just thought that was one of those. I don't even know what you call it. The name of the piece was, but I thought it was just like a rod. It's like, how does that stay in there?
I mean, it definitely feels like this is somebody's mock just because like you would never build anything like this. Too fragile. But it made it really posable and it looked really good. I mean, I'm kicking myself for not taking new photos and videos, but it's like, yeah, I don't need anything else sucking my time up. This has already destroyed like weeks of my life.
Well, that Magna Guard's cool.
Oh, the Magna Guard figure? Yeah.
Sweet. I
have 2 Magna Guard figures, and then anything else I have is in the set. So I don't have loose Magna Guards, really.
Yeah, I'm the same as you. I've got the ones with the Starfighter, which I have built up there.
There you go. So he sent you a message.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. There we go.
Huh. That looks cool.
Oh yeah, I'd love to have it. But if I gotta spend say 300 on that or 300 on a set, I want to buy a set
Yeah.
because that's the thing. I'll choose something to build over something to display, not touch. Every time.
Yeah, see, I went down that road to start figures on a few things, and I'm glad that I decided to buy the Gungan sub instead of trying to get the Queen Amidala.
Yeah. Well, see, I already have one, two. I already have two of the Amidala figures, real ones, and I've got at least as many not. I should do a comparison video because there are differences.
But some like fake Lego ones.
Yeah. Well, because you can get Amidala for $2.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, and it's very good. And unless people are pulling the torso, the head off and stuff, like
Yeah.
it's more than passable. It's fine. But yeah, I bought that set from Ryan. I'm just waiting for him to finish up, or not, Brad, from Brad, and waiting for him to finish that up for me. He ordered the Obi-Wan head.
He what was I gonna say? He's been posting. Like, he's got a big haul coming in, eh?
Dude, well, here's the thing. So the previous one he posted, it's not that I'm negotiating with him. I'm waiting for him to get back to me on it.
Yeah.
But guess which set I was asking him about? The big ATOT.
Oh yeah. Well, he told me weeks ago. He said that he bunch of stuff, and I was like, oh, what do you got for Star Wars? And he said that. He says, I was like, well, that's out of my price range.
It's kind of out of mine too. I mean, he dropped the bomb as to what it would cost.
Yeah.
But
I like, honestly, what would it be? $1,500?
Well, I'm hoping for the friends and family thing, so
Well,
I'll get.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he's got to make money on it. So I don't know.
And that's just it. When because it's fun with him. You can barter with him, give him a hard time.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it's fun.
But it's like it's
you're
not that I tried to beat him. I already beat him on that Gungan sub thing. So I really, I can't lowball him on the ATOT.
Well,
so I'm hoping we can come to some good common ground.
It's funny. He knows too. He'll know on that too that if you want it that badly, he's got you by the short curlies. Eh?
Oh yeah, I mean, sealed set too, right? So it's like because he knows, and it's just like with the Gungan set. I don't want to play with the used stuff anymore. I really don't. But with him, it was okay. But then, of course, he made it so I couldn't say no to the Gungan set. And then he's double checking it, and he discovers Obi-Wan is messed up. It's like, okay, well, I didn't even really care, but I do want it fixed.
Yeah.
And he said, well, I'll give you the set now and below. I said, no. You just fix it. I've already paid for it. You fix it. You get it ready. And then when it is, that's the weekend I'll come out to you, and I'll hit Jonathan up and get my stuff from him. And hopefully it works out to a show visit as well. And it'll be a great weekend all around. But,
one of those things, dude. It's like, I know you're not going anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, I know exactly where he lives.
Yeah.
So it's like,
no, it's fun. A couple times there, because I bought from too many times now. But we'll barter and we'll finally settle on price. It's like, more or less, like, oh, yeah, thanks, Ryan. I'll have to gonna be living off wiener water soup for.
Well, so look at what he said he got the knockoff for $80. That's pretty good because I've seen that for 125 to 150 US. So he got the knockoff one, and trust me, it's a fine build. It's it's great to display it. That is still, I mean, that's beast size. Like that guy there.
Yeah.
Not everyone has room for that big monstrous thing.
Um,
But to me, it's cool because it's 2 sets as far as I'm concerned. You build in the weird gunship, which is really just a carrier, and then the walker.
yeah, I've got a buddy in Winnipeg. We talked about this just last month, or maybe 4 months ago. He's nuts. he's
Oh,
got stuff, but he's always buying bulk that in Winnipeg. But he decided to do something like me and try and like bricklink a set.
yeah.
ATOT.
Really?
Yeah. Well, the part that he already had that, and he was he together. He did do it. He got all.
Wow.
I actually even started looking into that, and for what on the legs, they're like.
Oh, your audio right now is so bad. We're getting every 6th word out of you. It's so bad.
No.
Like I said, maybe every 3rd word, every 4th word.
Tell you what, I'm gonna switch to the laptop. I'll be right back.
Okay. Shazam. Here, let's make that full screen for a bit. Yes, he does look cool. Problem is, if I tear Devastator down, then I'll be tempted to tear down everything else in that cabinet, because he sits actually quite nicely in front of the Gundam. There we go. Nice little pack. Now I'm hungry. Bad enough to be thirsty. See, he's been using his phone. Okay, so this one must be Gypsy. And of course, he's going to tip over now that I've moved him. Yeah. He was not one of the better ones for standing. In fact, where I had him, he... Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Cool. So yeah, I was saying, buddy of mine, yeah, so he pieced together that set, at least 80% of his own collection, and then bricklinked the rest. But I looked into it, and there was the saucer pieces that are on the legs of the ATOT.
Yeah.
Like, they're on each. Those things are freaking expensive. Like
Oh, how
crazy.
much?
Oh, I'll tell you. I'll check Bricklink and I'll tell you. I just kind of forget offhand. They're not cheap. Because it's one of those things. Yeah, now that I've done it a few times, it's actually I enjoy it. It's actually been kind of fun to try and piece a set together. But
I love getting stuff shipped to me. I'm so done with bricklicking. It's funny.
Yeah.
I created the group, and after that, it's like, I'm still glad I did it. I think that if that's my only contribution to Lego in Canada, then I'm happy.
That group just keeps growing. Like,
yeah.
I'm constantly every day I'm letting new members in.
Yeah. No, it's a good group. Save, show, Sluban, blah blah blah, Gypsy Avenger. There we go.
It was weird. I had to deny one person in. They had made their account like 2 hours earlier, and their profile picture, you couldn't even click on it, but it looked like a model. It was like,
Uh,
yeah,
see,
it's a
there's a lot.
troll.
Yeah, and not only that, but they want to spam their naughty sites.
Yeah,
And
that's
it's
what
like,
I figured. It's like, yeah,
just
you're not getting
there's
it.
a lot. There's a lot of that, and I'm getting the friend requests from the same, and it's like, oh Jesus Christ! When I start getting all these super hots, and it's about once every day or every other day, all these super hot women wanting to be my friend. It's like,
Oh God, you get them every other day?
yeah. Oh, I get a
Oh.
lot of them, and
You're just a beefcake.
yeah, something right. Yeah, I'm doing something right. Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. Oh.
So you need 10 of these. Let's buy it now.
Okay, I got a little baggie somewhere that must have more of these. I got to look for this. So this guy came with 2 different hands. I wonder where the other one is. Give me 1 sec.
So Ty, these dishes I was talking about, just the first one in this is worldwide. They're $20 a piece used. So you'd be in for $200 just in those 10 pieces. That's ridiculous. So just saying, Rick, those dish pieces.
Yeah.
This is worldwide. I just clicked the first one that had so you need 10 of these printed dishes.
Right.
They're $20 a piece. It'd be $200 just for 10
Oh
dishes.
my God.
Yeah. And that one was 23, but there's only a couple stores that have this one. This guy's got 2 used for 24, and then for some reason he's got 2 at 24 saying used, and then he's got more used ones, but those ones are 34.
Wow.
This guy's got 13, and yeah, there's 19, crazy. I thought, oh, maybe this is something I could do. So I farted it out, and I started looking, and I come across this, and I was like, nope.
Yeah.
That seals that.
Oh, that's
For one
Ty's
thing,
right.
I have to order overseas.
If you really, go to Alley, take a look and see what theirs might cost, and then because you're building it, you're not selling it. It might be worth it that way, but oh my goodness.
It's like, yep.
Well, that's it. I've stopped going back after. I'm not trying to finish series. The old stuff's gone, and I'm just done on the overspending for the old stuff now. It's like, nah, I don't mind spending a lot on new stuff. I'll get it first time around, do what I can to get it, but I'm not going back.
So
it's too expensive a game.
That he's got a guy that does custom UV printing.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, that'd be an idea. Because I don't imagine the dishes are probably cost you $1 a piece from Lego or something like that.
Yeah, even if it's not that low, it's got to be better than 20 a shot.
Yeah. Yeah, some of these pieces are just well,
it's the one-offs. You see, one of the problems is if it's the big piece and it's a one-off, you're screwed. The TIE Fighter windscreen, right? I don't know,
yeah.
$150, one piece. It's only ever been used once. Anyone who had it parted it out from a UCS set. So it's ridiculously overpriced.
Well, and what gets me is there was those 4 pieces that I needed on the B-Wing. And the pieces in production, you can get them for 10 cents a piece in different colors.
Yeah.
But dark bluish gray, for some reason, Lego doesn't frickin' make them. It's stupid. And it was going to cost me $120 to get the 4 of them I need. Color swap, two of them I was lucky that you can't see anyways, but the other two I used a light gray instead of dark, which
There's
looks okay
a
on the wing.
there's a seller on Facebook who's got a Chinese store. I think it's Joying Wang. He, I think, will sell one-off parts. So, like, let's say it was those big dishes, or you need that windscreen I was talking about.
Yeah.
He'll sell you the Chinese equivalent part. And if that works for you, that could be a great way of getting around some of those bottlenecks, because that's just crazy.
Yeah.
Oh,
That didn't sound good.
No. It was
I heard
okay,
this-
but it did say, yeah, I know. It sounded
heard
worse
the
than it was.
snap.
Because I'm trying to pull a ball joint apart. There we go.
Mhm.
But yeah, the studs gave way, but it's fine. There's no damage, but it definitely sounded bad. It's like, trust me, I almost did an oopsie in my pants. Like,
Well,
no,
yeah, I was like, no.
that was not good. Yeah, I'm missing a hand. So I got, and I know it's not on the shelf. The shelf is pretty clean now. So in some other tote where I have the non-Lego sets from a couple years ago, there is a couple of zip locks with, I'm guessing, this guy's hand.
Oh,
Because
come
he's
off
got,
and didn't know what it was for.
well, you had a choice of hands. One with the
Oh.
weapon and one that was just a hand. And of course, I figured, well, I'll put
Okay.
the super weapon on it. And I just realized, yeah, where's the other hand? It's not right here.
Yeah.
So it's somewhere else. Not a big deal.
Somewhere in a Rubbermaid tote.
Yes, in a Home Depot HDX tote, for sure. Because that's what I buy. I buy it because I got the flip tops. I can zip tie them. I can technically put a lock on them if I really wanted to.
Yeah.
Boy, does that sound bad, huh? Isn't that a horrible sound?
Yeah.
It's like
Which the snap or you squealing?
that too. It's like, oh my god.
You almost got
Yeah,
the
that's-
Homer Simpson,
Yeah. No, that's a bad sound.
Yeah. Just that snap.
I got the big ball joints all done, I think.
You know what I realized though? I committed that Bricklink order and I remembered there was a tile that I was missing on another set.
You still gotta order one tile.
Jesus.
Oh.
Well, you know what? I'm sure it's in another bag. That was from the Palace set.
Okay.
I remember I reverse bagged it. I had cataloged and I knew what I was missing from Brad, and he replaced it. And then I go reverse bag everything, and I'm short one. And I was like, how? So I'm thinking I must have buggered up on my count when I must have. Like, I can't see myself screwing that. Because I remember when I originally did the count and I was short, I counted it like 3 or 4 times. And I was getting the same count every time. I was missing like 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah.
And he replaced it. I must have put them in a bag. If it needed 10, I must have put 11 in by mistake. I'm hoping anyway. But I had thought, you know, if next time I do a Bricklink order, I'll make sure I add one of these tiles just in case.
Yeah.
Yeah, committed to that order.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're gonna hit a seller who's got some silly minimum. It's like, oh, good. Now I got something I can order.
Yeah.
Fill it out.
You know what? That was that seller. I said it was like $27 for everything or whatever. And I was like, well, let me go. So I went to the next seller down, and there was one less part he didn't have. It was 12, but he had a minimum buy of 20.
Ooh.
I thought, so I I found a fig. I threw a fig on. I was like 6 cents short of 20, and I still had. And then I would still have to buy these white Technic rails that he didn't have. So I was thinking, oh yeah, I'll maybe do that. And then I was like, why? Why would I bother? I don't need that figure. It was just a filler. It's like, and I'm still gonna place another order. I'm gonna have double freight. Like,
yeah,
forget it. So I went back, and actually there was a couple pieces that I thought I'd get a couple extra, and they were actually like $1.50 a piece. I didn't need, so I saved myself about $5 by just getting the one I needed of that too. So $24.
I know there's one part I needed in black, couldn't get it in black because it would be stupid money. I bought it in gray, and then I took Black India ink and dipped it, let it sit overnight,
Yeah.
and I pulled it out the next day. Let that dry for 3 days. Yep, black now.
Ty's asking, what do we think about Fabox fig displays? No, I have not heard of that
I'm not familiar with it, so I don't know.
one. There's Wicked, what's it called? Wicked Brick displays. That one is the only one for like display cases and stuff.
Hey,
I
Ty,
see
do you
all
got a
the time.
link to it?
But yeah, I haven't heard of that one. Yeah, I could contact the seller. I hate being that guy.
Try to think here. What can I do here?
In
If I do
mind, yeah, I
this.
don't know if he even has that part.
There you go. I made you a moderator, Ty, so you can post it. If you have a link, you can post it right into the chat.
Not hard to find.
This way it'll be part of the chat log. We can look back at it. I
Well,
don't like the sounds these bricks make when I pull them apart.
Yeah.
And my microphone is clearly better because you guys are hearing it all.
I did pretty good. I haven't placed a Bricklink order since June.
Wow.
September.
No, it's been under my accounts. Yeah, it's been a while for me.
And I
But I'm
made
definitely
a lot
behind.
of them. From like March and April, I think I did like a dozen orders.
I should do it soon because if my wife does end up going back into the office regularly, I'm not going to have that person here every day who can get the mail.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. Yeah, between March and April, I did a ton of orders. And then I did in June, I got the set that had, what's the bounty hunter's name?
What, the Mando?
No,
Boba?
the one that came up in
Cad Bane. Cad Bane.
Cad Bane, the Cad Bane speeder.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that, and actually, I think you had just built it too.
Yeah.
And he come back in the show, and I was like, you know what? That set's gonna freaking skyrocket.
Oh,
now that he
dude,
showed
two
up. I was
sets. Was it 2 sets with Cad Bane, the tank
Yeah.
and that speeder? That's going to be gold in a year. If it's not
Yeah,
already,
that
it
pirate
will
tank.
be. Yeah.
Yeah, and the I don't know which one's better. The pirate tank, I think, has more pieces. But
I
looked
like
at
the
them both.
tank. I like the tank better, but I mean, it's a Cad Bane set. Now, I did like that character as soon as I saw it in the series, and he's all over the series, you know, the Clone Wars. So, yeah, I think he's a great character. Plus, I like
spent 100
westerns.
I ended up buying that for $120 at that.
Oh, yeah?
time. And I know it's already gone up since then. Well,
Now, I
think it
know
has.
I know where I got mine. I got mine at Drugtown, and I
Oh,
want.
right.
Yeah. Well,
You
no,
know
there's
what?
a bunch of the sets that I've gotten. Like when I look at them, I know exactly where I got them from because of the markings that are on the front. Because he had a
I
lot
think
of
I
them that were
remember you-
special edition kind of stuff, you know.
I think I remember, because I remember you posting Drugtown sale, and I think I remember you actually buying that.
Yeah.
Because it
Now,
like,
it's
obviously
my
it
daughter's.
was-
So where my daughter's going to school right now, when I do driver, like I drove her 2 days this week. I went in to check on one of the days to see if they had. He didn't have much of anything worth looking at. But now that she's going to school there, and she will for the rest of this school year, it's like, yeah, it's an excuse for me to check in, see if he's got anything worthwhile. The only problem is I know he's not in the store early. So when I'm dropping off my daughter, the drugstore is open,
Yeah.
but if I need to talk to him, he won't be around. So
Yeah.
but that if he is around, that just means it's going to cost more money. Because oh, I got this in the back for you. Like, oh no, this is going to get even more expensive. But I've gotten a lot of great deals from his little weird drugstore. Ooh, another one of those 1x2 with studs on both sides. Cool.
So that set in the last 6 months, that set sold for as much as $182 new.
Jesus.
And now it's listed. There's only 4 of them available for under 120.
Nice.
The rest are 135, and the highest is $284 new.
What's it going for used?
Mind you, like you look at this price guide, like you don't know. These are probably incomplete. There's ones for $30 used.
Well, what's the average in the high one? Because I don't look at the
but,
low ones.
Like the average of what it's listed for, the middle of the road would be $80 to $90. But
see, it's still worth more used than when I had it sealed.
Yeah.
Well, what I paid for it. So, that's a win for me.
I don't imagine. Yeah, that's in the States. But yeah, so you can get it $90 used, $95 used complete, but you'd have to get shipped from New York.
Yeah.
It would cost as much as what I paid, I'm sure.
Well, I don't mind buying anything from somewhere else, but I just take that all into account. The cost of shipping, the time. But I'd rather order from Europe than order from the States almost every time. Yep.
And see, I haven't bought outside of North America yet.
Oh no?
I've only bought one thing out of the States on Bricklink. That was a spring. And I was shocked how fast I got it.
Yeah.
I got that. It came out of Minnesota. I got it faster than a couple things I ordered out of Ontario.
Yep.
Like that floored me. Absolutely floored me.
Oh no, Canada Post is the shits. It really is. And you pay for expedited and it's like, why?
Yeah.
No, I've had stuff come from the UK. I've had stuff come from Germany, Poland. Hey, the Ghost I ordered from Australia was super fast compared to some Canada Post orders I had coming in.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Like when I got those sticker sheets, it was pretty much right bang on the month I got them, and that was like snail mail from Australia.
Yeah.
And like I had a couple things from Ontario. It took almost 3 weeks. That was all around the same time. It was unreal. I was like, that came from the other side of the freaking world.
So let's see. He said he sent.
Oh yeah, I never looked at that. Okay.
Where am I looking? Let's see.
Ooh, I see Jedi Bob. Bob the Knob.
Done.
So they're like a sealed acrylic case.
Oh, yeah. So does he make these? Because here's the thing. You can buy these on Ali, eh? And I do, yeah, I think they are 6x6 studs across the top.
It looks like it.
I'll have to see if I can find a link for the ones on Alley. I had considered buying these kinds of things before, but then I realized, as cool as they are, if I were to do any number of significant figures, you know how much space you waste with it? Like, it's great if you're going to have a couple in the office or like 5 or 10 somewhere.
Yeah.
But as soon as you start getting big ideas, oh, I'm going to put 100 or 200 of these. No, you're not.
They take up so much room.
It's going to
as
look
well.
like a Funko Pop collection by the time you're done.
Yeah.
My buddies keep asking me, when are you going to start getting Funko Pops? Like, no. Now, I even told my daughter, I said, the first time you find one that's a Lego one, you let me know.
Yeah.
It's an Emmett or something, or a Star Wars Lego guy, even better. Like, I'm
That
screwed.
is so. That Ahsoka fig is nice. So that's one that's another one I wish I had. The new ones are nice too, but like all the leg printing and everything on it, that's just a beauty fig.
I like the Ahsoka figs. I'm not thrilled with the ones that have like the clone eyes, but
Yeah, the old and the ones that make it the chubby figs.
Yeah.
That's what I call it. Ahsoka looks like she's a little heavy.
I bought that fig from Canada. Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, that set sheet comes in so freaking expensive now too. I got my Captain Rex. I don't have the old one, but I got the Phase 2 Rex. Buddy in Winnipeg got it in a bulk lot. It was funny, he's not really into Star Wars. He was sending me pictures and get me to help him identify ones.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, set this one aside. And he shows me, I see part of Captain Rex. And it's like, okay, yeah, I think I know which one I sent. So I know. It's like, okay, I want this fig. I sent him the picture. I was using the character encyclopedia. It's like, here's the rest of them. 10 minutes later, he shows me he's got it complete. And I said, throw it in the bundle. I didn't say anything. I figure, okay, we'll just negotiate after. And then a couple minutes later, why is that one so bloody expensive?
Yeah.
He knows now.
Yep.
But we came to an agreement, so no, it was good. He wasn't trying to gouge me, but he still made his money off it.
There's been some great guys that got deals off in the groups. But then once I got to a point where, well, I got almost everything I wanted from what I was buying, it's like, now there's no deals to be had, right?
Yeah. Because I got figs this time, and then I bought from one other time. That's how I got my sail barge from him. Kind of a rough looking box, but it was sealed.
Take it easy, Ty. Thanks for hanging around.
See you, man.
We'll get you to come online next time. Come on stream. So long as you're not too hideous to look at. I have minimum standards. Oh man, where am I gonna? Whoops. There we go. Figure I got 10 more minutes of this guy. I don't think I'm going to do another one tonight. Oh, my watch is telling me you should stand.
Oh, you've been sitting too long.
I would love when is it going to tell me you should go to bed?
Yeah.
Because that's really the notification I need. You should sleep.
Well, you've definitely put in some long nights anyway. It's funny.
Yeah.
I'll get up in the morning. I get up at 6 and I look and like, holy crap! You just
5
ended the
hours,
stream
6
like
hours.
it's like
There's
you
been a
just
lot of
ended the stream
3:30 mornings for me. A lot of 3:30
Well,
mornings.
that's what I say. It says you ended the stream like 2.5 hours earlier. I was like, holy
Yeah.
crap!
Yeah. I know my ass is feeling it. Yeah, I'll decide what to do about that Devastator. Thing is, I know if I start going after the stuff in that cabinet, that means Gundam's coming down too.
Yeah.
Gundam is like half a tote by himself.
Yeah. Well,
I'd be half tempted to take off his legs, his arms, and just chuck it in a bag.
yeah, just break him down so he fits in a few bags.
Because that's a case of where breaking him down into his parts, he's probably going to take up more space than if I just disconnected his appendages.
Yeah. He
Because I got that comment from someone about some of the sets, and they're right. I mean, for some of it, I'm not saving space so much as I can more efficiently pack it into the crates, Because if you were to pack, let's say, some of the ships into the box, well, you're going to have a lot of stupid wasted space.
Yeah. That that Gundam. And the other thing is, you probably end up spending about 4 nights frickin' taking them apart.
I'd really wish I could get my daughter to help me out with some of this stuff,
Yeah. Pull up chair.
For anything I'm not needing new pictures or new video for, it's like, then really anyone could do it as long as they don't lose anything and generally don't break any hard to replace parts.
Yeah. Lots of leak stuff coming out.
Yeah.
I didn't watch that M&R. I'll watch that tomorrow. It's got a picture of Jedi Bob. I think that's bullshit.
Nah,
Maybe
it's
that's
not.
a lightsaber.
Yeah. I don't think we're going to see another Jedi Bob.
Yeah, I can't see it. It's more or less why. Why would they? I just can't see them doing it. Lightsaber, on the other hand, they did one. I would imagine it wouldn't be hard for them to do another.
Well, I mean, they're not stupid. They see all the mocks out there, and I mean, they can commit to doing a good one and then see how that goes. And if it does, great. Dump a bunch on the market.
If they could actually do a nice one, that would be kind of neat. Do one on a stand with a blade and everything.
Oh, yeah, that'd be okay.
Kind of like a Black Series lightsaber kind of thing. So
my buddy, he collects the big masterpiece. I can't remember who was making them, lightsabers. So he was spending, $200 on these big things that were lighting up, and it's like, oh my God. And at one point, he had kept 2 of them in the car, and we took them out after 7 o'clock at night. This a couple of years ago, and we're just playing with them in the streets, People must have thought we were morons. Yep. And I tell you, I gotta admit, his were nice. But the fact he had them in the car, it's like, oh my God, buddy.
Yeah, those Black Series ones, you see them on, actually, you see now it's GameStop. EB is labeled GameStop now. I didn't realize that until not too long ago. But any of the lightsabers on there, they're like $300 some actually through GameStop. Oh, you got a new video out. Just got my notification.
Oh yeah, 1 o'clock, right?
Yeah,
Which one is
yeah.
that one?
That's Grievous.
I gotta admit, that is a nice one.
But yeah,
I could have done
midnight
some
every night
lighting
for me.
better. Oh, is it midnight for you? Yeah, I set it
Yeah.
all for 1 a.m.
Yeah,
So
there's
when I
always
wake up in
one
the
when I get up.
morning, I'll spam it around a bit more. But
Yeah, I get up in the morning, and the first thing I do is go grab my phone. It's always a new video from me.
yeah, I got nothing else in the can. But honestly, at some point tomorrow, I should do a bunch. I definitely have a bunch of stuff. I could probably spend 5 hours and make 5 videos or 6 videos, and because there's definitely stuff I've not done. Well, that and my wife's. I got all kinds of Mrs. Albrecht's count stuff
Oh
that's.
yeah.
Oh, dude. There's like 20 or 30 of those that are coming. But I don't really want to spam my own channel with that stuff.
Yeah. Well,
Look at that. Almost done. Ow. Come on, come on. Oh, don't do that. Don't break that clip. Okay, I ain't putting that on because I'm afraid it'll break. There we go.
yeah, those little clips, especially when you go and take it off, and funny, that didn't seem that tight. Like,
Well, I also do something that if I'm going to leave it together, I bend it over so that there's no stress on it in the bag. But I try and take a bunch of these apart. But that one's like, that came apart on its own. Like, shit. I don't want that. Now, some of these parts are definitely inconsistent. So there's jumpers, the 2-to-1 jumpers, and some of them are Lego style with a slight ridge, and others are not. Like here's another one that's not. So you can't.
That's a bugger to get off.
Yeah, if you can't grab it with the stud grabber, you're screwed. Oh wow, is that 2 pieces? Good. I thought I broke another piece. Like no,
Oh.
it's a bar, and it's like, oh no, did I just break a 6 bar? No, it was 2 3s. They definitely got some weird shit here.
Well, I think I got a header, man.
You out of here?
Yeah, I think I better.
All right.
We'll,
You take it easy, and I'll be
yeah.
done in 10 minutes anyway. Thanks for
We'll
hanging.
chat. Yeah, for sure. We'll chat with you tomorrow.
Yep. All
Okay,
right.
man.
Take it easy.
Bye,
Peace.
everyone.
Oh my god, I can't get it out. And then there was 3. Tell you what we'll do here. Let's remove this one. And if I do this, because we're pretty much just looking at this anyway. So this is where we're at. That's all I got left. Now, Devastator either has to go back in the cabinet or I got to lie him down because he cannot stand there. Something bad will happen to him. And I will be really upset. Okay, another one of these impossibly hard pieces. There we go. It's all leverage, right? I hope the rest of this comes apart this easily. This is nice. my wife, she made the mistake of the back plane. She hit it. She didn't know it. The concrete Lego guy was against it, and it fell down, and chipped a little bit of the white paint out. Not a big deal. What she didn't realize, she broke the hand on it, cracked it. Nothing crazy glue didn't fix easily enough, but it's like, But my intention is to repaint that at some point. But right now, I like having the white guy there. Get rid of these mixel joints. See, when it comes apart like this, it's really nice. This is how easy it should always be. Not too much stress on any of the parts. It's almost 1 a.m. here, and what's my 3:30. But I was also streaming before this too, right? Ooh, what am I going to do with that? Path of least resistance. That's what we're looking at here. Whatever comes apart easy, that's what we do first. Oh, come on. There we go. Not much left. Good progress today. We broke down a lot of sets. Except for the Prime and Megatron. Took the few pieces off that and realized, what am I doing? I'm not going to be able to pull anything off because I don't have a puller handy and I don't know where the proper one is. That's it. Sweet. One little baggie for the head. Mostly so it stands out. But I don't want it banged up. I gotta start harassing people for more likes. Really? Boy, I tell you, I gotta admit, that's some cheap plastic. There we go. Use another medium bag. Oops, not yet. Right on it first. Sluban. Again. M38. B 0726A. Gypsy Avenger. $2018. Nice. This time, not going to put my separators in the bag. That was funny. Where's my orange separator? It's in the bag full of orange parts. It's definitely harder to fill these bags. Oh my goodness. Come on, get in there. 1, 2. Tell ya, I can't believe how many times we did it the other way where I would pick them all up off the table. That's a game changer. Plus, it's great for having the loose parts on. They don't go anywhere. Nice little bit, and then if I come on, spread out a little. Yeah, very nice, efficient way. There we go. They're great in the bins like that. All right, guys, let's shut her down. Thanks for hanging with me if you're still around. And, ooh, that feels bad. I come leaning on the elbows, right? Catch me in the morning when I wake up. Lord knows I'll probably be doing another 2 or 3 of these tomorrow. Take it easy. Peace.